Started them in the wrong order then, didn't I? Hopefully that won't cause issues. Has it caused issues? No, it seems fine. Seems fine. We seem good. Alright, hold up. Hold the phone. What do you mean you can't find the live source? Now we have that again. Ah, you bastards. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Chill. Calm down. Why you care so much about that? Tyreek, how you doing? Right. Now, we set it to live. There we go. Thank you. Classic me having to do some technical stuff. Couldn't just be sorted at the start. What do you mean no live sources? I know there is a live source. You know there is a live source. Why are you lying to me? Well, don't worry. Okay, for those of you watching the VOD, one of these days, I will not have technical difficulties the second I start the stream and sit here and struggle for the first like 5-10 minutes. Woo! I opened twice of those. No! Hello! Don't do that. Ah, scheisse. Okay, do that. Boom. I think that's good now. Right. I swear if you say no lives, oh my god. Help me, so help me God. Hello, Jelly. Hello, every 14 days. What happens every 14 days? Tell me. Okay, we're gonna restart that. Put a 1 in chat if you're an early bird who are used to me having technical difficulties at the start of the stream, who doesn't watch the VODs but who are actually here live, but still somehow catch me doing technical difficulties. Hello? Technical difficulties. You see how I locked in then? Boom, 1 slap. Locked in, English functioning. Yo, I opened it twice again. Please calm down. Okay, you guys can't even see this. I'm just rambling away. Ah! For those who don't know, I'm trying to get the chat to work. It's just basic as that. I need to start using a different program. This is... I don't actually think it's the program's fault. I think it's actually the way YouTube Live works. I think we just made it work, by the way. Woo! Alright. Did we make it work? Yes, we did! Ha! How you doing, Bats? Oh, what's the plan for today? The plan for today is lines of battle. Don't all run away too quickly, okay? There's going to be some dots there because I am now addicted to this Great War thingy. Which is a shame because I have other stuff I need to be doing this week. But we're going to be quickly checking out, very quickly check out the Great War thingy. And then it's going to be lines of battle for the rest of the stream. The stream won't be too long either. Because I have morning shift tomorrow, sadly. I do not have time to sit around for too long here. As much as I want to. So it'll be probably around 2 hours. The video game from the latest video? Indeed. Indeed, sir. It shall indeed be the latest video. Alright, now, is everything fine? Oh my god, I think it's like record time for how quickly I'm able to like fix the issues. Okay, what does it say my Twitch stream isn't on? Oh no. Yo, really? No, we are. Okay, no, it was giving me false information. It was being fed false information. It's complicated to manage all the troops. It is, but it's not as live as Dots is. It's paused. It's like turn-based, but it's simultaneous turns. So you only get like a short little time to decide where to move stuff. All right. We'd love to see a bigger battlefield in a 2 vs 2 game. What would be cool? True. I mean, they have Diamond Lines of Battle. I could do that, but in War of Dots, I would also want to see that. Okay, now. I'm not responsible for Black Mesa. I feel like you are. I don't know why, but I'm getting the feeling, the vibes that you might be. Okay, guys, listen. I know it says Lines of Battle in the title, and I don't have mods that can actively change this for me, okay? So it's going to continue saying that. You're all getting tricked right now, because it says Lines of Battle. I was having a dramatic reveal, but the black screen reveal. Ah, jump scare. More dots. Christ, I'm stupid. Yo, my alcoholic beverages from my party is still on my desk. I need to get rid of these. They're in the way. I mean, my non-alcoholic beverages. Ooh, it's so dusty. Yo, did I just press the mute button? Hold up. I think I did. Hold up. Can you guys still hear me? You can. Okay, we're good. Yo. How you guys doing? Oh, hello, Gurf. How you doing? Yeah, you guys get scared? You guys got scared there by the War Dots jump scare? Don't worry. Listen. It is a Lines of Battle stream. I promise. I just want to check this out real quick. Oh, it's still 50%. Oh, they crossed this river. That's why. It looked like we had conquered more because we've conquered more down here. Hold up. Let's have a look. Look how much we've progressed down here. We've taken all of these cities. But in exchange, they've taken all of these cities on this side of the river. And they've also actually pushed like here. And they're threatening these cities now. Like our pocket here is being pushed out. When is the Lines of Battle starting? Very shortly. Okay, trust. I'm not scamming you guys, I promise. Lies, deception. Chill. Listen. We're just checking it out. We're just having a look. We're just having a quick look. Maybe a quick game. Maybe one game? One quick one? I'll destroy a noob? Oh, no. I promise. Lines of Battle. We're doing Lines of Battle. Don't feel scammed. We're doing Lines of Battle. I swear. We're just checking out the map, okay? This is a cool event that's going on, okay? It's a cool event that they're doing, yeah? I'm gonna report false advertising. Watch the mods now. Listen! Chill, okay? Look. They've almost taken this city. We gotta do something about it, no? Guys? Okay. What are the plans? Yeah, so their plan is pushing here. Our plan is pushing there. Wait a minute. Listen. Shh. Don't tell anyone. It's fine. We'll get lines of... Look. Guys. Calm down. Look. Chill, guys. Chill. Look. Boom. Haha. We got it. We're safe. Shh. Okay, we're safe. Everyone, it's fine. We're in Lines of Battle now. Everything's good, okay? You guys happy? You seeing this? Yeah, one quick, you're allowed? Oh, okay. Cheers, thanks. Alright, we'll do one quick one. Bad says I'm permitted. He says I'm allowed. It's okay, watch. Quick in and out. A quick little in and out, okay? Don't worry. Watch. This is gonna be fucking lightning fast. Where the fuck oh god. Actually, I might lose this one. Our cycle isn't the best there, but it's okay. Watch. Guys. One. Quick in and out. Boys. Quick in and out. Don't worry, chill. Hold up, his cities isn't growing. Is he not in the game? No, he is. Okay. We're gonna be a little risky here, I think. Because I'm noticing that his money isn't going, so we're gonna sacrifice that guy for a play. Watch this play. Oh, fuck. He's moved in almost that city now. Now! Please, get onto the river. Okay, I'm wasting... That was a bad play. Chill. His money wasn't growing, okay? I thought maybe he was making a misplay, okay? Have faith in me, boys. Have faith in me. Okay, listen, I'm not scamming you. Guys. This is Lines of Battle. It's changed, okay? They've had an update. Did you guys see that in the title thing? It says update. New update out. Hold up. I still have dreams. Okay, I still have dreams. Do you guys dream? I have dreams. I still have my dreams. I haven't lost the sight of my dreams yet. Never lose sight of your dreams, guys. Push them. Push beyond. Even at the point of failure, keep pushing for the dreams. Don't let them go. promise. This is lines of battle. Trust. Okay? Have faith. I promise it'll be quick, okay? It'll be very quick. We'll destroy this blue boy. He has no chance, okay? He has absolutely no chance. He has no clue what's coming for him. Don't get scared by this, okay? This is intimidation tactics. It means nothing. Oh my god, we almost actually got his cap from this. Hey, I'm letting myself be encircled. Hello! Chill. Oh, we could actually maybe still have gotten it if I'd paid attention. You see, guys, you see, I promise you this will be quick. Look, we got this. Easy. Quick in and out, boys, quick in and out. Actually, you stay there because it looks like he's gunning for it. Ah, he's taking the city back. Ah! I didn't pay attention. I let him take it back. Oh my god, he might take mine actually as well. Hold up. He might take my city. Go on an angle. No, go on an angle so you can block. Oh, he died. Okay, nice. Who has faith that this will be a quick one, yeah? You guys still have faith that this is a quick game? Or are you guys beginning to doubt and thinking that this might actually take longer than I had promised? I may have not focused as much because I thought it would be very, very easy after I took that first hit off of him. I may have stopped focusing a little bit early. I may have stopped focusing a little bit early. Hey, hello. Disconnect that city because we need a unit to spawn on the capital. Okay, the unit isn't spawning on the capital for some reason. There we go, thank you. Right, you see guys, I wasn't scamming. I wasn't scamming. I suppose was promised us. It's coming. Wait, yo, he might take this back. Chill. Stop throwing, Lund. Stop throwing. There we go. Right, easy. Okay, we did our duty for king and country. Okay, we did our duty for red. Boom. Easy. 51%. We're fine. Calm down. It was all a ruse. Listen, he said it was fine. Bad said it was okay, okay? He said it was okay. Now, let us get into... Hello? Where's my settings? Hello, where are the settings? There are the settings. Okay, I found it. Sorry, you guys can't see just yet. Now you can. There we go. Nice, we got it. Okay. We also want to turn off the cinematic mode, right? Because I think I have that on from yeah, I've got that on from when I was making the video. All right. No more scamming. No more scamming. We're in. All right. How many of you guys have started playing LoB after you guys watched the video? Huh? How many of you guys are actually new to the game? Or are you all veterans of the game and just liked the video, or maybe not. Do you like the video? Who had liked the video? Me, you? Oh, nice, okay. I was playing before, I can't. Someone wishes though, nice. Wait, why can't you? It's free. Where's the next video? When is the video be more consistent, bruh? The videos will start being consistent once this channel becomes big enough to a point where I can make videos full time, okay? I can't, so videos ain't gonna be consistent. I got an actual job that I have to do, okay? Videos are good. Oh, videos peak, we need more? Actual? You guys want to see more? Is that for real? Bro, your iron skills are amazing. Please, we need more lob content. Oh my god, people actually wanted lob? I thought you guys didn't want to see more lob. I thought you guys wanted just dots. Alright. We're gonna be... Is it matchmaking? Bro, I'm bad at this game. We're still learning this game, guys. We're not even, like, good at this game yet. It's not like dots where I'm hands down the best player. No more dots, more lob. Dang. I haven't played the game, probably won't, but I enjoyed the video. Nice. Alright, so we're going to be doing competitive matchmaking. I feel like, I mean, so far we haven't played, I think the last game I played was months ago, right? Yeah, 11th of June. It's like a month and a half ago is the last game I played. Which I believe was against one of their pros. Gnase is one of the pros. Oh yeah, because he wanted to test out a militia build he'd made. So he did a militia. That's the only reason I won. He was testing a bit of a meme army. Oh, you're playing Gnase, yeah. But it was he made a militia build with like a heavy militia army, some grenadiers there, line, normal line, a bunch of cannons, whatever these cannons are. I don't even know what they are. Howitzers. So I pushed heavy here on the left while I just held. Used my artillery, used up all my ammo in my artillery. Went very aggressive on the left to try and wipe it. His grenadiers really carried here. Not the grenadiers, sorry, his guards really carried on the right side. Above being enveloped. He's the new community person, I see. One of your best videos? Dang. I mean, I don't have many. When you say one of, you mean it's top 7? Because if it's top 7, that doesn't say much. Look at that win ratio, boys. 82%. Only 11 games, though. But 82%, okay? Power. Alright. Let us... Again, it has been a month and a half since I last played. But I'm sure we'll do great. Tundra's... I didn't like last time we played on Tundra. But we'll keep playing. Did I make a custom army last time? Hold up, we need to have a quick look at the... Did I make a composition? Guards, ooh. Yes, we have 4 guards in this one. That's why I call it ooh. Other than that, it seems pretty standard, no? Yeah, I think that's literally just the difference is I have a couple few infantry and just a couple of guards in that army. I think the other one is like that as well. Is DOTS coming from macOS? Apparently, I swear I saw an announcement about it. So it might genuinely be. Maybe a video from this stream? Maybe. It could very well happen. Oof, that army is invalid? What do you mean? Has the updates like made it so that I can't use it anymore? You get a default army instead. Actual? Why is it invalid? Oh yeah, army's invalid. Please modify it. Oh, why is it invalid? What have I done? Oh, some pricing must have changed, I guess. Some of the units must have gotten more expensive or something. What is the reserve ammo? This is something I still haven't learned. Like, sometimes I have a lot of reserve ammo, and sometimes I don't. Unspent gold contributes to your reserve artillery ammunition, which automatically replenishes your artillery's inherent ammo as it fires. The estimated turns of fire takes both reserve and unit ammo into account. Okay, interesting. So maybe I want fewer even, so that I can have more reserve ammo. Resource rebalancing, okay. Boom, 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 boom. I have a lot of cavalry. Is this a lot of cavalry? I feel like this is a lot of cavalry. But I don't know. Alright, we'll save this army and then we'll do the same to the other army. Because I think the other army is also just a guards. Yeah, it's also just a guards EU army. And I assume that's also invalid. Yeah, so. Oh my god, it's really valid. Okay. I think that's good enough, right? Oh, but do use all of your manpower. I want to save on gold because gold gives me more ammo, but I want more manpower. But what can I spend it on that wouldn't just use up my money? More guards, I guess? I don't want more guards. Actually, would that even be? No, because that's half as much, again, than that, but not half as much as manpower, so I couldn't, actually. How the fuck do I spend my money without... No, my manpower without spending my money? Getting rid of artillery, I guess? Fewer artillery, more meat shields? Inf to Grens? Oh yeah, they have same price. Oh yeah, they do. What? Aren't they just objectively better? HP 800, 800. Can I have both open at the same time so I can compare side by side? Or is there a... Oh, the stats category. Is there a way to like... Ah! Hello! Oh, wiki. It's an advertisement. Everholm? What's Everholm? Report is ad. Everholm, available now. Sorry, ADHD. What do I... The way to just like straight up compare? Wait, can I change stuff? No. This is just showing me. Okay. Do normal inf not have that? Sorry, I'm getting distracted. 800, 800, 750 org. So there's more org. Stamina 1700, 1700. No, 1800 here. Okay, so they have more stamina, more org. Walk speed is the same. 70 to 115 movement, 70 to 110 movement. So they're fast. They're not as fast. Melee attack 52. Melee attack 46. Melee defense 56. 60. Charge bonus 65 to 65. 36 to 50. Damn, okay. Damn. So they have a minimum charge bonus of 65. Well, these guys just, they can really flop a charge. Charge pen for 65%. 100. Damn. Okay. Yeah. Grens are just so much better than normal infantry. So 100% Remont. And they have the same price. So as long as your manpower permits, you want to have Grens instead of infantry. I see. Melee is their thing and a strong charge bonus. Nice, okay. For those who don't know, Funk's a pro. He knows how to play this game. Yeah, no downsides here, just more manpower. So if I have spare manpower, I might as well. So the downside is like manpower, but as long as I have reserve manpower, that's all good. So theoretically, I could get rid of all my infantry and replace it with Grens only and artillery. So I could get rid of all my infantry and then spend all the money as much as the manpower allows and then get a fuck ton more artillery, which would also give me a lot more reserve ammo because I would have more money left over, right? No, artillery is expensive actually. No, it wouldn't be. And since they cost the same, I wouldn't actually get any more. My maths was wrong in my head there. I wouldn't get more money. Well, I would, because I would have fewer units spent, but then I would have to spend... Hold up, we have 7 Grens right now. I want to have a look. Get rid of all the infantry. Only get Grens. 24. So we're minus 5 in total infantry units. But now we have a wee bit more money and a wee bit remaining here, so we could. Can't get much though. My math isn't mathing. Hello? Am I done? No, this doesn't even out. You'd have few infantry then. Yeah, but not by many. I'm -5 now of actual like units on the field. Of infantry units on the field and +1 artillery, and all my infantry has been replaced by grenadiers. I honestly feel like that isn't too bad. Like, in previous matches, I've always felt like I've had excess infantry. But I do spread myself very thin, to be fair. I could keep the infantry army that I had in previous battles and then stop spreading myself so much and be more concentrated. Does math in this direction? No. Am I dumb? I think I am. Christ almighty. This evens out money-wise, but not manpower-wise. I definitely should, right? Are guards better than Grens? 800 HP, 800, 725, 950. So they last, morale-wise, they last longer. Both have the same stamina. Walking speed is 70. Sorry, this game is more complicated than War Dots, guys. I look more into shit. Walking speed 70. 70 to 115. 70 to 110. Melee. So these guys have like the same... It's inf in that regard, yeah. Sorry, melee attack 49, melee defense 58. Melee attack 52 and melee defense, so they're stronger. These guys are stronger. They have less morale, but they're physically, they do more damage and survive more damage. Charge 65, charges, okay, so they don't charge as well either. Charge pen 75, charge pen 100. Ranged attack 18. 18 and 90. Wait, what was the infantry's one? 70, so there is more ranged attack as well. Charge resistance 70, 65. Skirmish ratio is still 1. Guards are apparently worse against artillery, but I don't know whether actually worse or just less efficient. They do less damage and have less charge, as far as I can see here. Do they have the same number of men? Is that why? Yeah, because they have a larger number of men, maybe. So they receive more artillery damage. I don't know. And everything related to org reach gains. Yeah. So the guards are the ones that will stay on the field for a very long time. 50 spare manpower. I honestly feel like this is good. Because I've always felt like I had excess infantry. So cutting down 5 infantry to get a bunch of... an army of grenadiers, which are just much stronger overall, might benefit me greatly. Love and Grease, how you doing, Floppy Disk? Huh. I don't actually know. I wouldn't make the change, but try it out, I guess. I'm tempted to try. I don't, like, because I don't know. It, like, the difference would just be how much I felt I had an abundance of infantry in previous battles, right? And I always felt like I had an abundance of infantry, but I always felt like my infantry didn't perform very well, so I was happy to have that abundance, right? I'm scaring all of the, like, people right now with, like, a lot of, like, just thinking. There's not a lot of entertaining going on and a lot of thinking going on. Like, in this battle... What happened in this battle again? I don't remember. We'll quickly replay it to see. But it's like, I always felt like I have too much infantry. Not too much, but I always felt like I have more infantry than I know how to efficiently use. So I'm charging them all up here to take various positions. Like, it becomes very overwhelming. Oh, this was another guy who had a fuck ton of cavalry. That's what it was. And in the center, I had more than enough. Charge these grens forward. But they're doing it right. Like, they win. With the help of artillery and stuff. Like, I have felt in previous battles that my infantry aren't strong enough. Like, I'm pretty sure this game with Talvi. No, but in this one he did a lot of... Yeah, no, in this one he did a lot of, like... He was able to charge my flank a lot efficiently, which was really annoying. I still beat him, but it was... That was my main issue in that one. But I think in an even previous one against Talvi... Yeah, this one. This one, I think, is where I really felt like I had more infantry that I felt that I could efficiently utilize. So in this one, I feel like I would have done very well with a Gren army instead. I mean, again, I won this one as well, but like I felt like I had too much infantry in this one. Because he takes up hill here, I take up this hill. He's cheeky with his little... so I'm cheeky harassing him in the rear here. I never do anything useful for it though. He takes a position on this hill and uses artillery there. I take a position on this hill, I get shot off for a while. I then push cannons on this right flank and I push him on this left. Let's slow down a little bit. I push him on this left. I do quite a good push here with the cavalry. And on the right here, I just harass him with the artillery, trying to force him to attack me. But as his flank here begins to collapse... I end up feeling like I have a superfluous amount of infantry on the left. While on the right, I'm pretty sure he breaks through my right here eventually. Now, to be fair, he outnumbers me as well, and he has this, but it's like, I felt like they weren't strong enough here. So, like, yeah, at this point, I felt like I had too much infantry here, right? Like, we have 2 in reserve here. We have all these guys who now I'm like, what do I do with this guy? I'm like, okay, I'm just going to start charging him forward, I guess. I don't know what to do with him. So I start moving these guys here, but I'm like, well, these are cannons. I can't really use them. And then I start moving them back again. And over here, he starts breaking me in the middle here. Now, he has 2, like, guards, which is probably why he does break through. But it's like, hey, look. Now I'm like, this guy's, like, being wasted. He doesn't know what to do. This guy's, like, behind here. Well, he's finishing off a unit, I guess. But still, I'm like... At this point, I've wished my units were more elite and fewer, right? On this side, he breaks through here in the center. But then again, during the beginning of that fight, I was perfectly happy with how many units I had. And look, and then I start charging these back, so I'm like, well, I don't know what to do with these guys now, because I guess that's just, like, the battle progresses, and I was, like, out of position rather than me having too much infantry, right? That was just me being out of position with those infantry. So maybe we're fine with leaving as it was. What happened now? Why are there no Grens in this army at all? Oh, this isn't the same thing. I honestly feel like I should have more Grens than guards, to be honest. So in this one we want fewer infantry and more Grens. Like, do we want more? No, we do not. Can I get more cannons? No, I don't get the money. Four of them, 8 of these, 7 of these. But like half my army's Grens now, right? So I might as well just like do the whole fucking thing as Grens, no? Like when half of my infantry force is already Grens, I might as well just make the whole fucking thing Grens. I would be down 2 infantry, and I wouldn't get enough money and manpower for artillery. But I would get for more cavalry. Gren spam isn't good anymore. You say that, but I'm saying, like, compared to infantry, I feel like I should just have Grens. Like, being only down a couple of infantry. Like, in this army here, we're up a cavalry. I've removed all my infantry and replaced them with Grens. The consequences is, I have 2 fewer infantry units now. 2. That's it. I replaced the whole infantry army with Grens. I have 2 fewer inf, but 1 more cav. And now my entire infantry army is replaced with much better infantry. Like, will being down 1 infantry dude really be that big of a difference compared to the massive stat boost of my whole infantry army? Do you guys think so? Then again, this is the army comp from before the update. The only reason I'm able to get so many more Grens compared to infantry is because I have a lot of excess manpower. But how else do I compensate for that? Like fewer cav, fewer cannons, and then I don't even get that much more infantry. Okay, I didn't have to reduce. Okay. Wait, so what did I change there? I didn't track my change. Hold up. So we have 15 infantry now. I reduced cav by 1. That let me reduce infantry by 2. And if I reduce this cav by 1, I can again increase infantry by 1. Or, yeah, I can increase Gren by 1, in fact. Okay. So the comparison is more the fact that I have excess manpower rather than the fact that infantry is just useless. It's more that I just had excess manpower due to an imbalance of my economy, right? That's the actual answer. And by reducing my cav by 2, 1 of each, one hussar, 1 dragoon, I have now increased infantry by 2 and Gren by 1. Which might be much better. What do you guys think? I don't think the stat boost is too great. But I don't think it matters strongly. Just try it out, see how it goes. Less cav. If all your inf is better than your opponent's, RT shots against your inf is more value to your opponent than your RT shoot to them, if that makes sense. Yeah, but like, in a way, it does make sense, but it also means each infantry shooting and each infantry fighting is worth more as well than what it otherwise would be. So, like, yeah, it does mean, like, each cannonball does more damage, but each of my musket shots do more damage. So what really balances? But I think I've seen, like, this, but I think, like, I could try this. I could try this. And then I could... Can I make a copy so I don't have to make an army from scratch? I don't think so. So I could try this, and then I could try completely removing this. Replace them with Grens. And then up my cavalry count and cannon count. So how much... If I rename them... Only Gren. Hey! Calm down. No, that... Yeah, fuck yeah. Oh, I have to spend points to have alternatives? I see... We can try this out for, like, the combat, and then for battle... For battle, we reduce cavalry count. Am I doing this right? I need to reduce... To get manpower up like that. There we go. And then one more cannon. To sort the manpower issue. Lot of fucking infantry. Christ almighty. Call it inf. I'm not sure. I think the Gren army might have some validity to it. Even though you guys are saying Grens aren't as OP or aren't as good anymore or whatever that means. I don't know what the meta used to be, but like... Then again, it's 25% fewer units on the field, essentially. Do the stats represent 25% more? Probably not. So you probably do want more elite. Using them more or less an elite unit where you want to push. Where am I fucking up here? This. No. What? The fuck? What's happened here? There we go. I feel like that is a very small cavalry army. Fuck it, we'll keep the inf. I don't know. I don't know what's good here. Alright, fuck it. We don't have that long of a stream today anyway, so let's just fucking play. Let's get a game going. And in classic fashion, oh, wait, no. Apparently we are getting some of my skill level. Even though it said only 5 people were searching. No, I'm on the top of the map. Wait, but they updated it so you can change that, right? How do I change it so I'm looking down? I hate having it rotated like this. Oh, wait, it's up here. There we go. Nice. Got it. Similar top right. Top left. Yeah. Appreciate it. Alright, so we've got a smaller army variant here by the looks of it. What do we want here? If I'm quick here, I could try and pin him before he reaches this river. Well, not pin him, but like if I charge my cavalry up right now at high speed, which will use their fucking speed, and you guys will be upset at that, but like if I do that, I can scare him off. Potentially from crossing. Who are we playing against? We should probably say like a tired observer. Hello, GL, hey F. Alright. RT on left side. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. RT definitely up on this hill for the most part. Maybe like 1 or 2 here to like threaten this victory point. As I'm essentially going to give this to him, I think. If I have a cannon here, I can damage this victory point. I just have a couple of light infantry guarding it and a cannon here. Then again, we came to the conclusion last time that map control... Well, strategic map control is always important, but like victory point control isn't too important in the beginning. That was a conclusion I came to last time when I played... The victory points are not important in the beginning. They become more important later. You should never sacrifice, in my opinion, my uneducated opinion, you should never sacrifice anything. You should never sacrifice anything in the early game to take victory points. Not strategic advantages, not terrain advantages, not units. You shouldn't sacrifice really anything to take victory points in the beginning. Focus on the order, focus on your units, focus on strategic advantage, terrain advantage, and then as you start winning, then you start caring about the victory points, because then that helps you win quicker, or it stops you from losing a bad situation. I feel like the victory points will come. Victory points will come with you just doing normal focuses. Alright, we'll have this, a small detachment. I probably shouldn't have as many cannons with that light of a guard. Fuck it, we'll give it 2 more infantry. And then we'll have the rest of these cannons here and ready to, like, just charge up this. We can have some militia on this side, actually, as well, to help threaten. Because this village, I can send militia onto these trees. We'll only have, like, 3 militia here to rush these trees. And then we'll have the rest, like, here holding, like, these trees. And that village, I think. They're called skirmishers, militia, something else. You're right. When you're right, you're right. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend. This good, because we just kind of want to charge our infantry up here, hold this river. Or he's probably going to be able to cross it before I can properly take him. But if I'm quick enough with my horses, I can potentially scare him to not do a proper crossing and then properly challenge him on the riverbank. That would be amazing if we can do that. As long as he's not watching. No, I'm joking. We shouldn't immediately blame stream sniping just because if he counters me. Because to be fair, like, he is close to this river. He should, and he can start here, to be fair. So, like, he should be able to cross without me being able to stop him. But it would be amazing if we could stop him. So our initial strategy will be to try and, like, completely cuck him on this river. Oh, yeah, shouldn't I also... Okay, don't worry. I remember how to play this game. Sorry, someone said hello and I've not immediately... Oh, I understand. How you doing? Good evening, brother. He could cross then if you push enough. His retreat will be a choke point. This is true. Alright. Oh yeah, we need these guys to also form column. So we're still like the movement in this game is quonky. Not movement, sorry, but like the controls is like they're kind of intuitive. I was about to say not intuitive, but then it's not like they're not intuitive. That's not the right word. Okay, so I need to remember like time. I talk too much to chat in this game. That's another problem I have in this game. I end up spending all my time talking to chat. It's like, is it still like a meme thing that you just run your artillery up, or have they patched that? Because I remember that's how it was when I played last time. You just run your artillery at all times because they have no stamina issues. Oops. Alright, we're going to do our stuff. We're going to move 1 infantry up here. And we're going to move the skirmish. I need to do this, don't I? Pathfinding. Move 1 up here, and then we'll move the rest along this riverbank to protect the artillery. We'll move you up here, and you up here. Again, this is just to threaten. I have no intention of taking that victory point just yet. This is only to threaten it. Is this really the quickest way for you? Well, you might as well take the victory point then, I guess. And the other 3 of you will then just stand there on the side of the river and fuck him up if he comes up to it. Hold up, this doesn't feel right. Is that really all the infantry I have here? No. We just for some reason didn't actually select the infantry that's here. Yeah, these guys will just hold this forest. We don't need to push further up. If he is already on this side of the river, then credit to him, you know? And then we're going to charge these guys up. As much as you guys are going to shout at me now, like you guys always do, you guys are going to shout at me about using my stamina of my horses, but I don't care, because at this time I think the terrain advantage I potentially can gain, not guaranteeably, but potentially can gain by threatening his crossing early, might be worth it. I feel like a lot boomer seeing how you and New play. Yeah, that is fair. The biggest issue for me is just like the controls isn't in. Yeah, he's already on this side and he's running forward as well. So this plan is immediately gonna fail. This is cannons as well, so we might need you three to run up here now. Bum, bum, bum. Well, the crossing hasn't failed. Like, we did... Actually, no, it hasn't failed yet. We did say he probably is just gonna, like, have shit on this side, so we're gonna get a fight on this side no matter what. We already anticipated this. This isn't... Don't run your hussars or dragoons. No, they're bad. I know, Avini, I know. I already said you guys would shout at me for this. I know. But there's a play here. There's a strategic play of running my horses forward. I know they lose their... I know. Trust, I know. Trust, I know. I know that this hurts them. But I'm hoping to gain a strategic advantage by cutting his crossing on this river. By at least scaring him. I don't think my very tiny cavalry force is going to be able to stop a river crossing. But I want to scare a river crossing. Ba-bow-bow. Okay, we have a plan here now as well. We're gonna... He's also charging his infantry forward, by the way. Okay, we don't want you to have the smart power fighting anymore, because I need you to do as I say. There we go. Now we can slow them down for you. Now that they've reached the point I want them to reach, we can slow them down. Alright. So he's pushing a lot here on this center line. This is perfect for me. I'm perfectly fine with him pushing a lot here. This actually makes me happy seeing this. This is more concerning, but it's fine. We are kind of getting where I want. Kind of. I think we need you guys up here now as a result. Okay, he's reaching this village. He's reaching this before me. This forest. We probably need more men going this way than I initially anticipated for. Oh. Don't run the dragoons, run the hussars. No, the dragoons need to be there to threaten. I'm sorry. They all have to be here. This is needed. All my cavalry, the few cav I have is needed here. Now, he has a lot of horses here, but this is fine, actually, because, again, he could make crossings down here, though, to be fair. I haven't left too much of a... I should probably have crossed a little bit more with this, now that I think about it. Yeah, we're gonna walk these guys across here and threaten this area a little bit more than we are currently. And then we'll square the fuck up, because he's got a lot of cavalry, and I wouldn't want them to cross this river down here and start fucking me up. I think this is good. Ba-bow-bow. We need a curved movement, right? So that we can... Boom. He can very easily block it if he wanted to, but... Why am I lining these up along the hill as if like I haven't said this whole game that I want to challenge his crossing? Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. We're going to be shot at by a cannon for a wee bit. But that's fine. It might be worth running these guys now. Right? It might be worth running these guys now for a little bit. Since I have already declared what my strategy is. I should honestly have been running them earlier, if you ask me. Because I've lost a wee bit of a strategic advantage. I don't need to run these guys, because these guys are moving to challenge. They're not moving to challenge the river crossing. They're moving up here, so they don't need to run. They're good still. Mass formation in the wild. Oh, hiss. Bum, 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 ba-da-da. Okay, we want these guys forming line. Alright, I think this is good. Whoops, why am I going up into my settings? I just realized we're not even on like full screen. The full screen went away. Bow, 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 bow. The devs shouldn't remove mass. No one good uses it. Is mass stat like hated? Oh, we didn't finish it off. No. But we have distracted it. Oh, he's gonna make the crossing anyways. Oh shit, Christ almighty, look at this. Whoops. Shoot at these guys. You will keep running up, I think, that's fine. Okay, interesting. Now this crossing I was doing here no longer matters. We don't want you to lose your momentum. Yeah, you'll keep running up as you were. I think we can block most of this, but I think the first couple of crossing is gonna do some damage here for us, sadly. But I think we can do okay here. Bum, ba-da, bum. Hello. Do we try and break his? Can I stop mid-charge and just turn around and like keep doing damage to him before I break? Because that guy's gonna break no matter what, I feel like now. Will we be able to do damage to these guys in the forest? We'll try. Because he might be tempted to charge out of the forest when he sees my artillery by itself. So I'm going to predict that now, and we're going to start shooting it. While these guys will keep doing what they were doing. Should I charge forward here? I think he's crossing, right? Let's replay. Oh no, he stopped. He stopped. This is fine by us. We'll let him keep shooting me for a little bit then. I'm fine with this. Oh, this is going to do a lot of damage. He's going to get these across very quickly and start doing a lot of damage to us. This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt a lot, boys. That's going to hurt a lot. Actually, fuck it. We don't need to run him into an angle, right? We can just shoot. Even if we shoot our own... Like, our own artillery doesn't do too damage to our own artillery, right? I can just turn and shoot. He's also above, so he shouldn't do as much damage. Right? Can the pros confirm? Ooh, I'm fine with this. Doesn't do enough damage to stop. I know, but that's not... I know that. But will it do damage to my artillery? By the way, those cap charges you're charging infantry. But yeah, but like if I don't move these guys forward, all of my artillery is gone. So we have two evils here. I'm choosing one of two evils right now. Right, I think we're just gonna have to live with the consequences of what we're doing right now. Oh! Oh! What a hero right there. Why haven't these guys turned to shoot yet? That's really annoying. Oh, and that guy also did... Yes, this worked! Amazing. Okay. Why are these guys so low morale already? Is it because of these skirmishes, I guess? Damn, I didn't realize the skirmishes did that much damage to morale. That is wild. Oh, what a hero. Okay, you will now turn into line and you'll stop running. And you'll now turn to fire and advance like this to just block. You as well. We'll turn into a line, fire and advance. You fire at this one. You can now... No, don't do that. You can now turn around and charge down here to help. You can turn around and charge back. Stop getting shot at. Still kind of need you guys running forward to, like, block. Should I actually keep you running forward? Because we have a lot of infantry coming in here. Why are you using the run order? It tires your troops and makes them way weaker. I've explained this many times now. Is to gain a terrain advantage. Is why we ran them. I'm not a pro. Maybe it's not worth it. But I think blocking him on this river is going to be so vitally important in this game. So I think it is worth running up here to stop his crossing. But so what you're saying now is that you don't want me to charge this guy in here. Because I kind of want to stop them from crossing. I want to kind of get them stuck here. I could form these guys into line and fire in advance. But if he starts like wiggling around here and getting out. And starts... I guess I'm kind of trapping him. Now that I think about it. Like this guy's going to charge here. It's unlikely these guys will be able to squeeze past. And here as well. These guys... Yeah, you know what? Fine. We won't charge in. We don't have to charge in. Because we're already kind of blocking him. So we don't actually have to charge in here. If I was him right now, I wouldn't try and squeeze past. That's what you have to remember when you're playing. You have to try and think what the enemy will do. If I was him right now, I would not try and squeeze past because you're just going to get stuck in this quagmire. Maybe this guy can get past. But other than that, I wouldn't try and squeeze past right now. So yeah, fuck it. We'll fire and advance you as well, then move forward and start like shooting at these guys. Bam, bam. Let's move you up here to help as well. These guys are just trying to clear this forest. It's not too much of an effort. These guys will keep moving up here. To be fair, these guys could just probably move straight forward and help try to block this river crossing. Bam. Yeah, you as well. Form line and fire in advance. Ugh, fuck. Oh, we made them form line. Okay. That counted as a full-on charge? That's disappointing. He just barely got out of the river, and he's charging uphill. Okay, we'll stop you from moving then. We'll keep you fire and advancing. We'll make you form line. It's still fine. It's disappointing, but it's still fine. Okay, what happened over here? He's charging forward. We're fire and advancing. Just shoot now. You as well, just shoot. Bow, bow, bow. No, wait, hey, hi, hello. Not this music. We're fucking conditioning you guys. I'm conditioning you guys to associate that song with end of stream. So we're not playing that one. We can instead do this. Let's make you form line and begin fire and advancing up here. Yeah, you guys will just keep moving like this now. I did tell you to form line, right? Yeah, and then turn and shoot that guy. Nice. You will keep fire and advancing to kind of block these. I kind of want you to turn as well, though, if that's okay. Can I make you range speed, receiving damage, charge, organ, or resistance, but you're not. You should still shoot. Oh, wait, what happened? Did I not do anything over here? I did, but I just ran him like this. Oh, no, 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 no. Whoa, what the fuck happened here? Did he reach... Oh, he reached first, that's why. So I'm not counted. Oh, I don't count as being in the city. Oh, that is disappointing. Only he counts as being in the city there. That is very disappointing. Oh, that really sucks. Can I tell these guys not to shoot? How do I tell them not to shoot again? Right now, we don't want these two cannon pieces to shoot. Hello. Cool. You... Actually, it might be worth columning and rear charging these guys while they're stuck, right? And you... have you charged towards these guys? Actually... he's charging forward, so let's just fucking hit him while he's charging forward. And if he doesn't charge forward, the artillery will just fuck him up, so... you should fire in advance. You're doing great right now, I think. In fact, shoot at this guy instead. You're unsupported, which is a shame, but maybe I shouldn't retreat these because they might rout if they get touched by this cavalry. Yeah, we're not retreating them. Well, if they get touched by the cavalry, they probably will rout anyways, right? I don't know. I don't know what the best shot here is. Told you on the right side. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to this. Okay, for now, this is fine as is. Yeah, he's dead. Rest in peace. Yeah, that's a shame. That is a shame, but it is fine. Actually, we don't need you to advance. You guys can stay where you are now. You can, like, go here. How did this happen? Yeah, they did get to hit my artillery. Maybe I should have moved them backwards. But other than that, his attack has been quite neutered. Yeah, you guys just keep fire advancing until you touch them, I guess. Same with you, I guess. Yeah, these guys are now routing, that's fine. You don't move forward anymore. You can maybe fire in advance like this. He's crossing the river now. We failed at stopping him crossing that river, which is a shame. But he's charging across it, to be fair, so he's fucking up his stamina, which is nice. Oh, we didn't form line in time. These guys are, so it's fine. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, you guys just keep fire advancing up like this. You charge like that. You turn and fire and advance like that. You begin fire and advancing now. I think this guy's going to do a fuck ton of damage now to these guys as they're crossing, I think. He can probably just stand where he is for now. Do we turn you into a line in case these guys charge down here? On the off chance that this guy turns and charges down here, we can turn this guy into a line and move as well. Actually, should I shoot into this? Yeah, we'll fire and advance into this guy, I think. Alright. I think that's fine over here. On the left, we're just kind of waiting for him to move forward so I can start hitting him inside here with these and then stop him from taking this victory point. Over here, maybe we move this guy up as well, I think, actually, to help to clear them out of this town. Because these are Grens. They're going to do a lot of damage here. Actually, yeah, we probably shouldn't advance here because he's coming to me. He's going to rout, but if I hold here and just shoot at him as he's advancing, it should be fine. Maybe we should actually, you know what? We should move this guy up here. Why am I even like buzzing about? I should move this guy up to like start helping. And this guy can shoot at these guys when they're coming. Alright. Oh. I should have kept him moving forwards. That's a shame. Oh, that's a big shame. Because these guys aren't going to be able to turn in time, I don't think. Maybe not fire in advance, we should stay in the forest but shoot at these guys. Hopefully break their morale before they reach anywhere useful. Yeah, he did charge down here, but we got him, so it's fine. Yeah, and this artillery is going to be dead now. I could try and advance and help it, I suppose, but... Fire and advance into, like, this position for now. You fire and advance like this to, like, whoops, move into position to fight his infantry. You can now also fire and advance now that we've got infantry moving in front here. Actually, turn you around, start shooting these guys coming. Should stop moving these guys into like a melee. That's probably not the best idea in the world. Actually, we should keep fire advancing because we need to break that artillery again. You're never going to turn in time, which is sad, but we should get this artillery back again because they are protected now from their advances. You'll hold position, you'll begin advancing. And you'll keep advancing, I think, as well. And you'll run over here. Actually, we don't want to be too close, do we? Because these guys do a lot of morale damage, we noticed earlier. So we'll move them here, so that they can turn and shoot at them here, while these guys will fire and advance upon this town. Actually, no, you keep moving forwards like this. Careful so we don't touch the water so that we don't count as being in the water. You keep advanced like this, but then you maybe we turn around. Same with you. We want to block their turn here while still being able to shoot with this artillery. Charge the skirms at the artillery on the left. At the moment, we want these skirms to try and break what's left of this guy's morale before he hits the next artillery piece. So at the moment, he's not charging anywhere. Do we want this guy? I think we want you retreating now to get into a better position to shoot. Okay. I think we're good with this. We need this artillery to now shoot at this cavalry to break it. You guys fire in advance to make sure these guys don't come back. Fire in advance on that artillery. You guys keep shooting as you are. And you shoot the fuck at these guys as they come across. This artillery is going to do damage to me, but that's fine. We'll turn. And we'll just use these guys to keep blocking. Maybe we'll cross with these guys. Since these guys are gonna be fighting here. Okay, let's turn you guys around as well to shoot at these guys crossing on this side. I think that's better. What do we do with you guys now? Honestly, I think we charge you up here. Try to sneak by. If you can, in between them. If not, you'll hopefully hit them in the flank. And then we'll see. I don't know if we can destroy the artillery with this, as they have to charge over water and they'll probably get shot. But we'll see. If not, we can try and chase after this guy. Okay, now we want you guys shooting at these guys. And you guys just shoot at whoever is nearby. You have now come back, so we do want you charging up here now to block that cavalry charge that's almost inevitably showing up any second now. Alright, how do things progress here? He broke, that's fine, we expected that. You're shooting now, you're shooting. Boom. Perfect. This is exactly what we wanted. We now want you to just sit here and tank it. And then we want you to absolutely demolish this motherfucker now. Oops. This is auto fire, but I don't care. I'm giving him a strict fucking destroy him close range. This guy will just hold this formation and block his charge. These guys will advance to help him because he's an infantry dude, so he'll probably break against this. Soon I can advance, eh? He doesn't have much left up here. I can soon cross this guy over the river and advance these guys. I might even like just start like testing this theory out right now. Because he's kind of like left this area quite open, if you ask me. Especially here. We want to threaten this flank as he crosses. Because if he tries to cross with all of his infantry, keeping his artillery here, then his artillery will be fucked. If he doesn't cross, we outnumber his cannon set. We have two 12-pounders. He has one, like, 8-pound. So I think we're definitely out-artillerying him and fucking him up. And these are, like, expendable infantry. So I don't care if he shoots these guys close range. That's fine by me. Use the bridge, Luke. Don't like your units keep them separated. Yeah. I try. I know about the stacking penalty. I'm just not that good at predicting how my units will stack in future based on how I'm moving. So I end up in tight situations that could probably have been avoided if I'd been a little bit better pre-planning. Should I charge up here, I feel like, maybe? To save myself some fucking time. Can I break him by just advancing? You know what, for the sake of testing, we're going to see how much morale damage a unit that's firing and advancing does. Because this is going to hurt. He's going to be shooting us close range with artillery. This will hurt. But Grenz should hopefully hold. So this will be a moment of testing, if nothing else. I see that he's trying to charge here, so we need to actually stop these guys now and advance them up again. That's unfortunate. Because these guys barely got to shoot as well. That's annoying. They barely got to shoot before this guy almost broke immediately. That's quite the shame. Because I think I need to turn this guy here now. Like fire and advance him like this to stop. Because this guy's about to like charge after my artillery. Or do we let him? And we just shoot him instead. And then we just turn this guy around. Instead of moving around, we turn him around. And just shoot as well. I don't know what would be better. You guys can now begin shooting. And you guys will start advancing across this river as well. Oh, did he predict that I was gonna... I'm not sure if he predicted that I was gonna start advancing these guys, or if he just simply saw that he couldn't charge here properly. Whatever it was, that is definitely the better move option for him to start running down this fucking road. These guys are charging cross, but they should die a pretty horrific death now. Let's fire and advance you. They should break. Even though they are guardsmen. They have 2 artillery shooting at them, so hopefully they will break. If they don't break, that sucks to be me. I could, I guess, do this, but I don't want to. I want to fire and advance across. I want to get across this river with these guys. Ooh! What's happening here? What's happening here? Oh, he's charging. He charged his fucking Gren up. But he is charging. You guys keep telling me that this is a disastrous situation for infantry. We're now going to see how true you guys are about this. You guys keep saying, if my infantry is moving and there's a cavalry nearby, boom, I'm just dead. It's insta-death. I might be over-exaggerating the way you guys speak right now, but we're going to do it. We're going to charge now. We're already in charging. He's charging. He just charged across a river, which always you guys also say is a death sentence. So charging across river, that's just, it's fucking suicide. Lost 150 stamina for doing it. Oh yeah, true. They have barely any stamina. You're right. The charge won't be very good. You are very correct here. What happened here? Ah, he learned his lesson and charged them in that direction instead, realizing that these guys were shooting at him. That's upsetting. You guys have to just charge this, I think. Alright, let's see. Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. We're taking more damage. But it's not bad. And I think we would take even more damage if we were in column. So it might actually be better just fire and advancing artillery, at least with guardsmen. Though then again, we're getting closer now, so it might even be worse. Let me limit dogs, bro. Use the bridge on the right. This bridge, I can't. Oh, you mean this bridge? Let's use this bridge for these guys. It doesn't matter, man. He just charged over a very full bridge, and he does 150 stam from it. I'm going to be walking slowly a tiny river. It cannot possibly be that detrimental. Oh shit, I'm running out of time. I've been talking too much. I don't know what to do here. I might have fucked up here. What the fuck happened there? Oh! 200 stamina, 600 stamina. Bam! Okay, we don't have time to look at that now, but that is psychotic. Someone's gonna have to explain to me how the fuck that happened. Okay, you guys turn and do that. We've won this now, which is nice. Means we now want to turn you guys around and help our poor artillery out. Okay, you're doing fine now. We want to finish off this artillery so it doesn't come back. You shall now begin turning. Bro, hello. There you go, thank you. That's more like what I wanted. You guys turn to shoot at this. Okay, this is going great though. You should keep firing and advancing. Well, firing and advancing over the river is probably bad, right? Because while we're in the river, we're taking massive fucking problems here, so we should just charge across it. If we're first gonna go... Yeah, oh, this is probably the bridge you guys wanted me to use. Fair dues, okay? Maybe I should have used that bridge. Let's have a look. Nothing. Nothing. Fair, they have low stamina, but still. I feel like the way you guys talk about certain things makes it seem like it's the end of the fucking world, right? It's like, if I click a certain button, it's like, no, you can't do that. That's the end of the world. If you click that button, that's it. It's like, you're gonna lose this fucking game. And then my enemy does it, and it's actually kind of alright. Like, I feel like you guys are overreacting like mad when you guys talk to me. Okay, so this ended up failing miserably because my artillery never even shot a singular shot. So I should have just charged this infantry forward. That sucks. We should have charged the infantry forward. I was hoping that my artillery would shoot at least one bullet, but they never even shot a singular shot, so that sucks. It is what it is. Okay, so how's this going? He actually made it? Oh, that sucks. Really? He actually made that? Well, my guy just breaks. But it's a grin. I know he has a lot of morale, but that really sucks. Okay, fair enough. You're gonna retreat now then. Sucks, man. How is he able to use, like, I feel like I'm not able to. This is something I need to be more. This is definitely something I need to improve on. My mobility with, like, my units in general, especially infantry. Because I feel like this happened with Talvi as well, even though I beat Talvi. But this happened against Talvi as well, where they're able to wiggle and move their infantry in such a way, like, they're acting like cavalry. They're constantly charging their infantry everywhere. Like, infantry is just charging at every given moment, going into melee. Like, it seems like people don't want to use their infantry to actually shoot at people. Why am I charging this? We don't want you to charge. Fire in advance. And then you turn, fire in advance, you... These guys we want charging across the river, because we want to, like, just kill these guys and get across this river as quickly as possible, I think. Might be the wrong mistake, but I mean, he's charging across the river and it's paying off for him, so... Why can't I also do it, you know? Okay, we're now going to turn around and start shooting at these guys. Bum, 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 bum. Because I built different. Seems like it. And now he ran them away. Did he know I would turn around? He predicted me. Yet again. Don't charge. I want you now turning around to do this. Oh, I was hoping he would break before he reached. Is he gaining morale? He's gaining morale. Oh, Christ almighty, that's pissing me off. It's what it is. It's what it is, boys. It's what it is. Ooh. We still count us in the water. I can't form square here. Well, this guy's fucked. This guy moved quickly. Look at this. Oh, he's on the road, to be fair. But, fucking rocket. Yeah, you just keep fire advancing. And you shall... shoot at these boys. Oh, he missed my flank because I turned. He was trying to hit me just like in the rear and flank or whatever, and he missed it. We dodged him. Fuck it. Bang. Get out of here, boy. My infantry here is holding surprisingly well against his grenadiers. I just want to, like, point that out. Okay, we need these guys to do stuff. You guys will keep fire and advancing. You guys will turn around and, like, get going over here. Right infantry doesn't fire in advance. Oh, is this mud? I thought this was just like a field. Don't fire in advance across mud at RT. I see. I didn't realize this was mud. I thought this was just like a field. I don't know what specifically the mud debuffs are. But, like, something has to be done against this RT. I can't just sit here and let him shoot at me. But I guess we can fire in advance up until the mud just to get rid of these fucking rifles or whatever. The skirmishes. Should I maybe charge these guys up? Start threatening his artillery. I should actually move these guys across because it looks like he's planning to use his skirmishers to try and break my artillery here. Bow, bow. Okay, you keep just shooting now. Shoot at this cavalry as they're, like, doing stuff over here. See, it looks like he's planning on moving these cavalry around this flank to do some shenanigans, so we'll let him just shoot. This guy might break now from my skirmishers. We'll hope, at least. These artillery should hopefully come back soon. Yeah, these guys are going to be lost, which is sad. Like, if I could move them just a little bit forward and then form square. Like, I haven't figured out yet how to do conditional commands, right? I want them to form square to brace against this charge, but I want them to get off this river first. I want them to get them up here, right? I want them up here, and then I want them to form square. But I don't know how to do that, because if I tell them to form square right now, they're just going to stop, stand still in this water, and they'll die, because I think the water has such insane debuffs that they're just fucking done for if I do that. Nye. I want you to turn around, thank you. Fight melee. You're broken anyways, but it is what it is. Yeah, you just keep doing what you are doing. You're alright. Did he turn around and rear charge again? Oh, he did with these guys, but that's fine. My artillery just don't shoot. Are they out of ammo? No, they perfect amount of ammo. They just don't shoot anymore. Is he just out of, like, their range? Is that why? That's annoying. That's fine. We'll charge these guys forward now. Because they should stand still now on my RT, hopefully. So my cavalry should be able to hurt them with charge. Can I form square in time, you think, before he hits me? Because he's charging on mud, right? We'll try and form square, see if we can. Now that we've broken these guys, we'll start pulling these guys back. He will just keep shooting at these guys. These guys are doing good at holding for now. This guy did a good job, by the way. He charged across this river and broke all of them. He broke himself, but he did his job. He did what I wanted him to, so... And this guy held much longer than I thought he would. So, good job on all these guys. Credit to those brave, brave men. Each and every one of them. I don't think I have much more to do, right? We're trying to form square with him. We're retreating these guys. These guys are coming across, even though he is just charging with these guys instead than what I thought he would, so... It might be worth just, yeah, it's worth to just move them back again now. Well... We'll have them on this side of the river. Just to, like, shoot at him as he inevitably kills this artillery. I like how my whole plan was to stop him from crossing and hurting him in the water, and except for the cavalry at the beginning, it essentially became the opposite. I ended up having to charge across him. He successfully crossed, and I had to charge across river to, like, deal with his artillery, close range. Yeah, we're fine. I don't think I have any other orders to give. Really? Is he stream sniping? He was charging straight at these guys, and I said I was going to make them into square, and then he just, like, changes direction and charges these guys instead. He might have done it because he saw the morale difference. Let's not call stream sniping. He might have done it because of morale difference, actually. Because these guys are such low morale, like, they're clearly going to break from a charge. That might have been why he did that. Let's not be too quick to call stream sniping. Because we're still winning, so I doubt he's stream sniping. It's just annoying when stuff like that happens. When he so perfectly outdoes what I had prepared for him. Actually, no. Keep moving up. Show your casualties? We will by the end. Do you think we can form square with these guys in time? Probably not, right? Probably not. What do we do with you? You guys shall begin moving again back here, I think. This artillery's back, that's wonderful. This artillery's back, so he should start moving over here. You just turn and face, you like do a curved move down here to keep shooting at him. And you guys just fucking destroy these guys before they properly come back. Bam, 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 bam. Hello, am I dumb? I was dumb. I was very dumb, in fact. There we go. Right. Is he taking morale damage yet from tickets? No. The big thing now is, can we break this guy before he kills this artillery? I really hope so. Bam, 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 bam. Again, this type of shit as well, like just yeeting this guy through my lines to get into a town. This is the type of shit that, like, I need to get better at, like being really nimble with my infantry. I keep meeting people who are really nimble with their infantry, and it keeps annoying me. Again, this guy, we're witnessing a guy charge through mud, which you guys said I should not do at any given... Well, you didn't say that, but you said I shouldn't do that. Well, you said at RT, to be fair, but still, like, here we have a guy charging through artillery, charging through mud, and it seems to not really do anything. Like, I feel like you guys are greatly exaggerating the actual consequences of a lot of these actions. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, no, actually, hold on. We need you to shoot at this guy. He's right in front, and these guys are running. Bam, 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 bam. Alright. Nope, not only does he kill that artillery, he also gets to escape. That's infuriating. They come back. They do come back. That's annoying. How is this guy still here? How is he not broken? He gains morale from charging through my lines and getting shot at. How is he gaining morale while getting shot at? Please tell me that. That is wild. Okay, you now need to fire and advance in this direction. Okay, and we want you guys out of this forest, because you're not being useful there anymore. Bum, ba, ba, bum, 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 bum. He stopped his charge and just started, like... and he turned into a line! He completely stopped his charge! That is wild. Fuck it then. Yeah, use your fire and advance. Fire advance after him. You turn into line. Fire advance in that direction. Bam, 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 bam. Actually, just move like this. Because, oh, he's taken... Yeah, there we go. He's taking orc damage from points. I think that's going to pretty much secure it for me now, then. The reason I'm moving this guy down, by the way, is because my right flank's kind of scattered. I'm a little bit paranoid that he's going to be able to make some big move down to these victory points that are kind of important. So I'm just moving something down to kind of block. Because he doesn't need to come up here. There's not enough enemies up here for him to be worthwhile, so he might as well move down. Okay. Ba-ba-da-bow. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-bow. Okay, so what happened here? So he missed and scattered. That's good. So you shall now fire and advance towards these rifles. You shall keep fire and advancing like this. You guys are doing good here. Should eventually break them. Cavalry should keep moving up. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry, I'm just quickly correcting some behind-the-scenes stuff. There we go. Right, you shall fire and advance like that. You shall move And honestly, you as well. We don't need you moving up here anymore. There's not enough space. You guys shall keep moving forward. That's a nice artillery piece. We finally broke that. That's good. Do you retreat from this? I think so, yeah. I think we try and get out of his range here. Then you just hold position now, and you keep fire. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. You keep firing and advancing. Boom. And now he charges across. He stops when he thinks I'm moving away. And then charges across when I'm no longer moving away. It's so annoying, man. Don't accuse him of stream sniping. He isn't. It's just he keeps perfectly doing shit in opposition to what I'm doing. It's fine. Not everything. He got caught out plenty of times. So he's not stream sniping. It's fine. Calm down. Don't accuse him of stream sniping. It's way too easy to assume that when people do something that goes against your plan, to assume that they therefore know your plan. There's no guarantee of that. They might. There might be a spy in your camp who's stolen your plans, but there's no guarantee of that. Okay, you charge away now. Because he's charging after us with these guys. And I want to kind of charge these guys on artillery. Right. I think overall we're winning, though. Like, he barely has an army that's still on the field. We have a lot of men still left, and we have a lot of victory points. And he's losing org now just from lack of victory points and stuff, so I think we're doing pretty good. I think the battle is pretty much won. And now he stopped that charge. Did he just want to get across the river, or did he know that I was running away so he wouldn't catch me? Damn spies in my camp. Okay, you turn into a line and begin... Come back again. Yeah, these guys will start shooting across the river here. I don't want you moving so close that you actually get debuffed by the water, though, so move there. And then you guys just hold formation and shoot. Alright, yep. Let's keep pushing across with these guys. So that we'll keep shooting these guys that are running away, and we... Is he holding? Hey, he's holding pretty well here. He's almost broken my guys. Right. We need you guys to form a line because we're approaching artillery. We don't want to be in column then. Cannonballs just bouncing through my line, my columns. Okay, you fire advance in this direction. Now we want you to start like breaking that artillery. Any free games like War Dots? Yeah, this is free. Yeah, like Avini said, this is free. This is a free game. You can play this game. Lines of Battle. How much morale are they losing from this artillery? Oh, the artillery isn't shooting at them. Fair enough then. But they will now, so they probably will break before they reach. And even if they reach, I don't think they do much damage in melee, but we'll see. Yeah, they broke long before they reached and they did no damage. Okay, charge these, charge like this, and then get ready to charge into those guys. There we go. These guys can now fire in advance over here. Lovely. Lovely. And you guys move back here. It's pretty much over for him. He succeeded in breaking my strategy on the right. He didn't do much in the center, which I was kind of hoping for, to be fair. Because I was kind of leaving it. Just doing like a bare minimum defense of this victory point. Actually, no, we want to go on an angle like this. So that the artillery can continue shooting as they advance. Alright. I want to see more Dots videos? More are coming. You're in luck, brother. You're in luck. Let me grab some water. Right. Submit these orders. So not much really happened on that turn. Everything pretty much just stayed the same. We broke this guy. We're now gonna... like, charge like this. These guys will just keep firing and advancing to just hurt the guys while they're running. And we'll move to take his final victory point. And here as well, we're winning mainly due to his org loss, but also just because he's kind of like low already and outnumbered. It's pretty over. It's pretty over. But this man is fighting till the end, and I like that. That's how we can potentially get videos in the future. Because I won't make a video if a guy just gives up halfway through and then we don't get like a cool climax. Though to be fair, this has kind of reached like an end, so I wouldn't actually mind if he gave up now, but... it wouldn't affect if I made a video, not I don't think. Unless he makes some last final crazy move that I don't expect. Yeah, but it's pretty over. I should not, like, let the clock run too much by talking to you guys. I think that's a big reason why people would leave as well. If I'm sitting there just constantly letting the clock run out and he's just sitting on the other side, knowing he's losing, and like, oh my god, hit and turn, bro. You know, then they're much more prone to just give up, I guess. Alright, we'll advance you forward. We'll form column and then we'll charge you up here after these skirmishes. Fuck it, just I don't think you'll get within the next range, so just go in like that. You guys will halloen their friend. Go like this. You go like that. You just hold this. He's going to take this victory point by the looks of it, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter. Ba ba bum. Ba 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 bum. If I can I not? Will that work? Will he hit this? You're kind of low on stamina. Fuck it, you'll just hit them. He might not even break them by running through, so we'll do it like that. You should now turn around and just, hello. Advance down, boom. Actually, no, just advance like this. We have enough attention on that artillery. We don't need to send more. Alright, let's just end turn. It's not that much to do. It's fine. We've won anyways. These guys will fire in advance against his stuff that are now returning. You guys will fire in advance. You guys will fire in advance. You will fire in advance. You will fire in advance. And these two cannons are moving down to like help at the bottom here. You turn into a line and fire in advance. You just keep walking. You just keep walking. You could probably turn into a line now and like move up in this direction. I feel like I'm overcorrecting a little bit too much down here with these columns. Alright, end turn. No, you forgot this man. Oh well. He's just gonna be sitting there getting shot at now. Alright, go, brother. Go. Charge. And now we're gonna take his final victory point, and that will be it for him. Good fight, my friend. Good fight. We broke this now, but we'll still just hold position because this guy's charging across this road. He's gonna die by being shot at. Same with these. Are these guys also forming? Yeah. If he charges across the river, he's fucked. So it's better for him to just stay there and get shot at. Which means I can just stay there and delay while more men are moving up, which will eventually destroy him. You form column and just charge up and deal with these guys. These guys are in the town there, dealing with them. Alright, again, don't think there's much else we need to do. We'll just let time run. Oh, he's forming column and charging. He's realizing the problem here. Yeah, that's it. All of his army's just gonna fucking scatter now from that. In fact, we're just gonna hit end turn. We're not gonna torture him by making a bunch of micro adjustment now. The battle is over. We're just gonna let it progress with the orders that are given so far. Okay, he's still doing stuff. So, oh no, there we go. Oh, 07. Well fought, my friend. Well fought. Hold up. Let's clear this queue again because this doesn't. Oh, hey. Fuck it. This fits better for like an after game music. It's not after game music, but it's close enough. All right. So what did he have? So he had. Okay, so he had only grenadiers, like I was contemplating doing. He had only grenadiers. So now we did see an example of a battle with someone who did grenadiers only, and someone who did a more balanced army with heavy infantry focus instead. And he also did a lot of cavalry, didn't he? No, he did. He had heavy cav. That was the thing. Cavalry is roughly the same number, but his cavalry is entirely heavy elite. Not again, please. Did you guys see the video? Okay. I saw in the comments a lot of people suggesting how to say this. Okay, hold up. You know what? We're gonna whip it up. We're gonna whip the comments up. Hold up. Let me pause. Let me pause the music for a second. Let me pause the music for a second. Oh my god. I am actually dyslexic. I cannot say that word. But you guys the heroes have come in and you've told me how to say this word. So I'm going to quickly look. Let's head to the comments. Hold up. Boom. Just give me a second. I'm working on something here. I'm cooking up something. Has been saved from disaster. Go. Do you guys hear it? Okay, hold up. All right, we got it. Boom. You guys can see this, right? Yeah, you guys can see this. Look, cool video, right? Epic. Also, wait, hold up. For those of you watching, do you guys like underwear, right? You like my editing? Now, talk. My editing penguin? Is he cool? Ooh, also, shout out historiograph. Epic. Cool. Honestly, get scammed. Bro, I'm like... Hello? You guys like that? Sorry. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. Hold up. Okay. Scuff. Focused. Difficult. No, hello. I know people recommend... I know people said... It's just not all the comments are loaded in yet. Of course, they're not all loaded in. There's a lot of... You guys are great, by the way. Can I just say that? Oh, what the fuck? This guy's just spamming. You guys are great. We're loving this. You guys give a lot of like love to the videos and stuff. Okay, everyone might not have written as a CU as well, though. Hold up. Going back up. Scuffed, focused, difficult, ridiculous. There we go. But no excuse for not taking 10 seconds to learn how the word... What do you mean 10 seconds? It's not 10 seconds. I haven't seen this comment, by the way. What do you mean 10 seconds? But actually, that's actually concerning. I haven't seen this comment. I normally only see the comments from this. And I always go through all of this. Like, I see everything that's on there. This kind of tells me that not all of your guys' comments pop up in this list. That's concerning. I didn't realize that. I like how you presented it all with time rewind. Keep it up. But no excuse for not taking 10 seconds to learn the word. Brother! It's not a matter of lack of interest in learning. It's a matter of tongue not moving in the correct fashions. I'm Norwegian. I'm not French. Karases. Like, how do you say this? Help me. Don't shame me. What were the other comments? And like, as I saw some people try. Hold up. If you want to know how to pronounce word, check out the Guts and Black Powder voice line for the British or Americans. What is this?
Cuirassiers! Cuirassiers! Cavalerie, retirez-vous! Cuirassiers! Cuirassiers!
Cuirassier!
Cuirassier! Cuirassier!
Krias? Krisas?
Cuirassier!
He's saying it so quick and angry. He's a very angry Frenchman.
Cuirassier!
Oh, to be fair, he did say the English and American, not French.
Cuirassier!
What? What? How does this help?
Tirez-vous! Cavalerie, retirez-vous! Cuirassier!
Cuirassier! It sounds like he doesn't know how to say it.
Retirez-vous! Cavalerie, retirez-vous! Cuirassier!
Cuirassier? What? Cuirassier? Am I supposed to say that in the video? Oh, he's moving up his cuirassier. Like, my mouth can't make these movements. And it doesn't seem like this guy's mouth can either.
Cuirassier! Retirez-vous! Cuirassier!
Cuirassier. Cuirassier.
Cuirassier! Cuirassier! Okay.
He's saying it differently.
Cuirassier! Cuirassier! Cuirassier!
Cuirassier. What?
Cuirassier!
Maybe the Americans are more useful. Or Scottish. Wait, we love the Scots.
Cuirassier! Cuirassier!
Nope.
Cavalerie!
We're quickly moving away from that.
Cuirassier! Cavalerie! Aufgepasst!
Aufgepasst! That I can say.
Cavalerie! Wer på vakt? Осторожно! Cuirassier!
Cuirassier! Danish people can say it, apparently.
Cuirassier! Cuirassier!
Cuirassier. Cuirassier, bro. Is there any other help from the comment section? What are these? Oh, game suggestion. Is pronounced cuirassiers. 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 Am I doing it right? Give me feedback. Also, look at these suggestions. Talvi Fox. Fucking Death Note. I've seen this, actually. Oh, this is the fucking therapist. I've seen this. Yo, where's our man historiograph? That's me. Where's our boy? Why am I not being recommended historiograph? It's me again. It's Death Note, me, Talvi, like some Game of Thrones. There he is, historiograph. What a legend. Anyways, sorry, got distracted. Bellum. Hello. Oh, now it's just doing the video suggestions. I swear there was a lot more comments about how to pronounce it.
Cuirassier! Cuirassier!
But they might not have said it in this way, I guess. What if I do say? Nah, okay. Ah, well, fuck it.
Cavalry! Look out!
Cuirassier. I don't know. I have no fucking clue. No clue how to say this. Now, back to this. He has cuirassiers. Did I nail it? Theodore has cuirassiers. I feel like I'm nailing it. Okay. So we have the same amount of cavalry, but his cavalry is cuirassiers, so they're good. I have more infantry, mainly because he only has guards and grenadiers, while I actually have line. I also have a lot more guns than him. I also have better guns. I have more... Oh, he's got 8-pounders, actually. I thought he had 6-pounders. Okay. Yeah. I feel like every match I've been up against, this has been the same thing, by the way. I end up having more infantry and artillery, while my enemy has a lot more cavalry. I feel like this is like almost every match I play is set up like this. And I keep winning. Yeah, he lost almost 10,000 men. We lost 7,000. Lost 1,000 horse. I lost 1.5. We lost a lot of guns though, to be fair, because he kept catching them out of position. It was very annoying. Alright, we're going to do the holy replay. So that you guys don't get upset with me. And we're going to first let it just play. Could turn off the music as well we're just going to let it play at first, and then we're going to look more in depth to what happened. Do you enjoy this game or only play it for content? If I only played for content, I would just be playing War of Dots, brother. When I play War of Dots, we have like anywhere between 30 to 100 people watching. At peak, we had 170. Okay. If I was playing for content, I would just be fucking no-lifing War of Dots. So no, I do enjoy this game. I do enjoy this game. That's also why we're going to be playing, the rest of this week is just going to be us playing Medieval Total War 2, by the way, with the Lord of the Rings mod. And that, when I play that, I have like an average of 5 viewers. So, but I think that can be a good video though, to be fair. So I'm going to keep doing that one, despite no one watching on the streams, except for Vinny. It's just me and Avinian, and every now and then someone else shows up. I recommend showing up for those, by the way, because they are fun. And you guys, I name units after you guys. Avini is currently the 8th Legion of Asgiliath. He's doing great. He's a legendary unit. He's done fucking amazing. But yeah, no, if I was just playing for content, we would just be no-lifing War of Dots, because then we actually have viewers. I think the max we've had for Lines of Battle is like 30 viewers. But we tend to average between 10 to 20. So no, I do enjoy Lines of Battle. I do. It's just there's so much stuff I want to do, so I don't play it that often. Like, it's been a month since I played it last. How you doing, Gav? I like Lines of Battle as well, but not so much the randoms versus friends is nice. Yeah. That's fair. I don't mind playing against the randoms so far. What I mind playing is the pro. The pros keep, like... Well, they haven't done it as much recently. I think it's because I kept saying I didn't like it. But they kept challenging me, and I kept playing against, like, pro people, and it wasn't fun, because I just get destroyed. I just get annihilated. Because they're much better. I'm not that good at the game yet. I'm not actually that good at the game yet. Though, I will say... They keep telling me off for stuff in this game, and more often than not, they are right. But sometimes I feel like their advice is actually bad. Or not necessarily bad, but not nearly as important as they say it is. It's like every time I run a unit, everyone screams at me, like, never run, never run! And I know, they do worse when they have less stamina and stuff, they don't do as well, etc. But there are other things that's important than just pound for pound, like, fighting one another. Right? There's other stuff that's important as well, like terrain advantage, seizing like good positioning and stuff. These things are like tactics like that is important, and sometimes you gotta run to achieve those. But I do 90% of the time they are correct. I mean, for example, here, I think a big reason he lost here on the left quite easily is because he ran. All of these guys ran their way here. I think that's a big reason why he lost here on the left. That, and I outnumbered him quite heavily and used my artillery and cavalry to quite good effect. But I think not in small part due to him running. Hold on. Sorry, I forgot we're supposed to do all teams visible when we do replays. But yeah, so for those who didn't see the beginning, my initial strategy was I wanted to run my cavalry up here to threaten his crossing, to stop him from crossing. And it kind of worked. It's just he did quite well with throwing me off guard with his artillery, with his cavalry here. Though it did cost him a lot. he kind of stopped my, like, initial plan by doing it. So it kind of worked. Trial and error is the way I learn. Yeah, try and error is how I'm learning for the most part. Like, in this battle, I'll see if I can remember to point it out, but in this battle, there was plenty of times when I said, fuck, you know what, we're doing this just to test to see if this is good or not. That happened, like, at least 2 or 3 times in this battle, where I did something completely based, like, I wanted to do something else, but then I did something because I was like, I need to test to see if it's actually good. But yeah, I ran my cavalry up, despite them shouting at me, because I wanted to try and stop him, like, threaten him here so he wouldn't cross. And it works, he doesn't cross for these guys until quite later, which gets my artillery quite far up, but it doesn't end up being as well, because he throws me off with his curse. Oh my god. Cuirassier. I swear to fucking god. The comment section with, like, being rude to me about not being able to say that word, okay, is a hard word to say. And even the voice actors in that other game didn't seem to be able to say it. Slow down. So here he charges across with this. This catches me off guard because all of my artillery is so out of position exposed. That's why I run these guys up, which I think was a good choice again, by the way. I got shouted at for doing this. Well, don't run it, because the second they make contact with the cavalry, they'll die. And it's like, okay, I kind of have to, okay? We can't let him just walk over my artillery here. Again, you guys weren't exactly wrong. I think the first infantry that gets hit pretty much dies very quickly. But they delay, so they serve their purpose. And you see, this worked. He doesn't charge across due to my cavalry coming into position. Now, my cavalry takes a lot of damage being up here, but it does work. It stops him. I imagine he would have moved across with his infantry. Now, again, the overall strategy failed because I ended up not getting my infantry into position in time. So he does end up crossing eventually. That's because I got distracted by this. I sacrificed one of my things to one of my light horses to, like, take out his artillery for a wee bit. And also let my artillery get in position so that they could start doing damage. Yeah, I think this was really great. This did a lot of damage to his shit, I think. He charges across here, but we send one of our mediums, which saves the fucking day by stopping that one. But he very quickly dies as these other gets across. But by the time these other get across, my shit gets in there in position. See this? If I had not ran, these guys wouldn't be here right now, and this artillery would be dead. They end up dying anyways, but sometimes running is important. Yes, it takes their stamina, and they don't fight as well, but sometimes positioning is a strategic importance. That matters a lot. This guy routed due to artillery shooting at him, I assume? Yeah, artillery focus firing on him makes him just rout. And then over here, for quite a long while, these guys are fighting one another until these guys arrive, and they're doing well. Actually, yeah, looking at this right now, up until this guy arrived, these guys ran here and lost like 300 stamina. My men walked and lost like 50. Since they started shooting at each other, his units are winning! Now, I think that's mainly because he started shooting first, right? He's already in line now. No, I shoot first! You guys definitely overreact with how much running actually affects shit. Holy Christ, you guys overreact with that. Like, is it because these... No, it's not even because these guys are shooting. It's literally just Grenadier versus Grenadier. These guys are shooting kind of bad, though, to be fair, actually. They're, like... They're shooting them on a bad angle, to be fair. That might be why, right? That's what you guys are going to say is why. Because, like, right now... Like, at best, we've done even morale damage here when you combine the different morales. At best, we've done even. At worst, he's done more damage to me. And he ran here and has 300 less sprint. Don't take me wrong, it is factually true what you guys are saying about stamina. Having less stamina means they fight worse. But I think you guys overreact. I definitely think you guys overreact. Because the second I run stuff, I get like 7 comments. That's an overreaction. I don't get 7 comments. I get like 2. But I get like multiple comments saying, you should never do this. And it's like, bruh. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. If you can gain a different advantage by doing it, it's definitely worth it. Yeah, he charges through here quite efficiently. Still, he loses most of his cuirasses though doing all of this. Like, my infantry get into position. And they're able to stop Mosby. He sneaks past here, he knocks out my artillery. These guys ends up making him rout. But then the next comes, and then the next come, and they just efficiently knock out my, Oh, and this, by the way. I felt this was so much bullshit. Hold up. Boom. Christ almighty. Now, granted, I have half his morale. But he has, look at this, he has 400 stamina. I have 1,000. We'd both charge each other head on. Minus 47, minus 3. Now, granted, I have half the morale and he is a cuirassiers. But I'm pretty sure the base stats between cuirassiers and grenadiers, no, dragoons, sorry, isn't that insane. Because what was this? This was 47 to 3, right? That's a factor of 15, right? His charge was 15 times stronger than my charge. 15 times. Charge penetration 4%. Charge resistance 20. Charge penetration for 9. Charge resistance 50. So he's got a factor of 2.5 times more charge resist. And charge pen, he's got like 10 times. He's got 10 times the pen. He's got 2.5 times the resist. His charge ends up being 15 times more effective. And he has double the morale. But I have double the stamina. And we look at the base stacks. 56 and 54. 28 and 28. My charge bonus is almost at max 90. And my movement seems to be almost at max. It's more trauma. Every time we need to help a newbie analyze their game, they make their units run a fucking marathon. If a unit has 30% or less AUG, their charge deals no damage. It's not just relative. I know it's not just relative. I know the AUG damage, but I'm just saying. My point is, look at the fucking... You guys keep screaming at me about stamina. Double the stamina. Matters diddly squat because all the other stats matters more. I can understand if it's trauma and you guys just screaming, overreacting due to you guys used to newbies wasting their stamina. But like, I swear, the way you guys scream in my chat about stamina, you'd think it's the only stat that matters and everything else is irrelevant. Christ almighty. Sorry, I might also be overreacting about how much you guys overreact about the stamina, but like, Christ. There's a reason I feel this way. Every time I play this, you guys scream at me about the stamina. I don't know if you know this, but you can check the debuffs of orders in the orders panels thing. Also, running reduces charge resistance by a lot. That's why they tell you not to run your infantry when cavalry is run. I know it reduces like charge. I know these things, but it's almost like they don't see, right? Because I told them, I started charging this infantry forward because he's charging his cavalry across this river and all my artillery is exposed. Now, this is my problem that I got them out of position like this. But again, this goes back... For those of you who've not been, I'm not going to explain the whole thing. But I'm trying to get a good positioning here to block his crossing, right? But I'm walking my infantry, which makes them never reach the positioning in time. But when he does this play, I start charging this. Chat freaks out. Don't, you're charging infantry! It's like, bro, I need him to get up. We are on a time-sensitive budget right now. Like, yes, I know stamina is important. But it's not the be-all end-all, okay? Sometimes positioning and stuff like that matters more. And you might need to run your infantry to get them into an advantageous position in time so that they can actually have an effect. Had I not ran, all of this heavy cav would have just had a free like time to just do whatever the fuck they wanted all over the place and just run havoc. Running increased resistance for cavalry but reduced it for infantry. Yeah, I know. Again. It's not that I don't know the stats you guys are talking about. Again, when you say don't charge infantry when cavalry is around, I know that as a basic concept, but that doesn't mean at any given moment if a cavalry is within infantry range, stay away from that run button. That's not what it means. Sometimes you might need to run. Sorry, I'm definitely overreacting about your guys' overreaction. It's just I'm getting PTSD. I'm getting PTSD about every time I play this game. The second I click the run button with any unit other than artillery, everyone screams at me. Everyone's like, stop running! It's like, bro, it's okay, chill. But anyways. Oof, we're talking way too much about that now. Let's move on. We did great. Overall, we did great. He caught a lot of my cannons out of position due to my attempt to try and stop his crossing. But again, this was the thing as well. I was shouted at about charging my cavalry forward because I know it uses stamina, right? So I didn't want to. I normally don't, but in this position, I wanted to because I wanted to block his advance. I knew cavalry couldn't block it, but I wanted to scare him. And it works. He stops. He doesn't cross the river. If he hadn't done this play, catching my shit out of position, this genuinely would have worked. My artillery would have gotten in position now and started bombarding him across the river. And he would have been getting fucked right now. If not for his cavalry player here, he would have been getting so fucked. I mean, he gets fucked anyways. But he would have been in such a disaster right now. So my artillery would be here bombing him and my infantry would be blocking him. But obviously, every plan you make collapses when you meet the enemy. That's always how it is. That's a famous quote, right? Even the greatest of plans falls apart when you meet the enemy. Something like that. So you have to adapt, is the point. Do you play chess? I have played it, but not consistently. Yeah, here's one of the things we did today just to test. Not because, like, I knew what was good or not, just to test. Because before I've charged my infantry forwards, when there's a lone artillery, I've charged my infantry forward because I hate my infantry getting bombarded by artillery at close range, right? Because it's shrapnel shot and it does so much damage and morale damage. But I was like, but previously when I've tried doing that, I form column, I charge, they obviously do even more damage to me. And there's so many times it's happened that my infantry run away before they ever reach. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. To be fair, these guys are guards, so they have more morale. But I was like, fuck it, we're going to test this. I did the advanced fire to see if that worked better. And it did. It worked brilliantly better. Because now they do less damage. My guy was able to move forwards. And we broke him, because we do actually do a lot of damage with gunfire. Which I never expected. I didn't expect infantry rifles to break morale so heavily of artillery. I thought artillery would kind of be chilling against infantry fire, because there's not that many of them. Maybe that actually makes it worse, I guess. But we lost like 200. Oh no, we lost like 100 morale. Which for guards isn't too big of a deal, but for, you know, for a grenadier or for an infantryman especially, that's almost like they've almost broken at that. So an infantryman might not be able to do this, walk up like this and shoot. He might break. But for guards and grenadiers, definitely that's probably almost always the better play, to just walk, fire in advance. Point blank infantry fire is deadly against anything. Nice. Yeah, we did well here to like chase, constantly like fire and advancing to help like keep chasing after his shit. He charges grain across here, which was painful for me. I thought I could break him in time with my artillery firing point blank. Actually, here's two examples, I suppose. This was an example. This was an example of a guardsman fire and advancing against an artillery that's fully moraled almost and fully healthed almost. And this is a grain that's fully healthed and fully moraled. It works brilliantly. He loses 50 health and he loses like 100 morale. This is the example of a Gren charging, who's not on full health. Oh, he is actually when he starts. Who's on full health and full morale, but not on full stamina. He's already been running for a bit through the mud. And he runs across a river and against 2 cannons. The result is a lot of health damage. He still reaches, and he still breaks both cannons. I think he actually gains morale during this melee fight. Yeah, he gains morale while he's killing my artillery. That was really annoying. I remember that triggered me. I was hoping that maybe like they would get finished off there. But the biggest difference, as we see, is the health damage. I think it's also because he's in the water, though, right? The water does like psycho fucking debuffs. Hold on. Because he's being closer in shot. No, he's still losing quite a lot of health here, but it's even more in the water. Can we... Where's the info button? I want to see the stat modifier. Isn't there an info button? I swear there's an info button that I could click on. Oh, well, I don't know. Fuck it. Either way, he's doing more damage. But even when he's out of the water, he's taking a lot of more health damage than my other guy was, which makes sense because he's in column, so the bullets are like, the cannonballs are firing through his whole line. Point blank fire is deadly against anything to prepare range very different. He had to charge across the river. Yeah. The info button doesn't show up there in replays. Okay. Yeah, no, I said he's like, I know he's charging across the river. I'm not saying it's an apple to apple comparison, but you can compare a lot still. Like, so the health damage is this insane thing. A line moving up against infantry, artillery. These are 8-pounders, to be fair. These are 12, right? Yeah, so they would do more damage, though. So maybe the moral of the story is just that guards can just fucking do whatever they want. But, yeah. It might just be because they're 12-pounders and not actually because of the column too much. We'll see. Every day is a school day. We're learning more and more. But yeah. We destroy him on the left. He defeats us on the right. But his victory on the right isn't actually that crazy, right? Because these are Grens versus infantry. The only crazy thing is the militia engagement. I do a big fucking misplay here. I tried to reach this town before him. He reaches before me. But I don't cancel my charge. And my boys never count as being in the town. They count as being in the plain while he's in the town. So they just get absolutely slaughtered. Massacred. So that was a big loss. But other than that, we are 3 infantry. Normal, regular-ass infantry. Fighting 3 Grens. Right? Or it does become 4. It becomes 4 infantry and a cannon. So it's still a loss, but it's not that crazy. This counts as being in the water? No, it can't have. It must be miscounting right now. Like 99% of him is on land. It must just be replay bug. So he beats this inf. This inf, all it does is really delay. That wasn't really a good exchange for me. We move cannons up here, which do good damage. But he ends up sneaking past this guy, which is annoying. My cannons just stop firing for like forever. It's really annoying. Do they not shoot through friends anymore? I swear they used to. Oh, I think the replay is showing wrong, actually. No, it doesn't. Yeah, no, he is shooting now. Yeah. So he's only now does he finally start firing, and then he stops. He shoots 2 volleys, and then he never shoots again. Because my infantry gets in the way. Even though I do specifically give him the order to shoot. It's not auto-fire. It's actually specifically ordered to shoot. But he just never does. That sucks a lot. That sucks a lot. So I'm going to try a 2v2 game with me on your team. Not tonight. I have a morning shift tomorrow. I'm sorry, brother. We're done for today. I'm just analyzing and then we're ending the stream. I believe the hitbox of the current line is 4 points on each corner of the rectangle. So that counts as half of him being in the river then. That's why he's giving the river stuff. That sucks. Yeah, so the cannons never fired there. That sucked. However, the infantry does alright now, fighting for a little while. Here we have an example. Oh, these are 6-pounders though, they're not strong artillery. But still, he's in column charging. And it's working. He loses half of his org though, but it does work. So, what was the result? I lose 4 infantry and 2 cannons. He has 1 Gren on half, 1 Gren on like almost half, less than half, and 1 almost gone. Yeah, no, actually, we lost a lot here. I thought it wasn't as bad as it was, but it was actually quite a devastating loss here on the right flank. Well, devastating would imply that my whole army suffered greatly from it, but like, pound for pound, this was quite a bad loss for us. So we fucked up quite bad here. So what did we fuck up on here? Other than the skirmishes, we fucked up with positioning, firstly, with that first unit, because he went up here by himself and he never formed a line to block the crossing. So he ends up just being in a normal melee fight, out of position from his friend, getting shot at by 2 skirmishers and in a melee with 2 Grens, which are stronger. So that was mistake number 1. When he started moving units up, I didn't move reinforcements quick enough, and I left him to just kind of be out of position for a very long time. Mistake number 2. We moved the cannons up, and then moved infantry up in the way. I think moving the cannons up was probably not actually a mistake. Because look how much damage they do to this Gren. I think if they were left alone to keep firing, they would have done great. But they do ultimately get charged, so it might still not have been worth it. But it becomes even worse because I move an infantry in the way. So we move an infantry, cannons and infantry, moves up out of, like, they position themselves bad. And then we leave them outnumbered, heavily outnumbered. And then leaving artillery without protection. Those were our mistakes on this side, and it becomes a disaster. The whole right flank, fucking disaster. We've learned. Here we get fucking juked, the biggest juke of our life. Man charges through the mud here. I move up this unit. Looks like he's coming for this guy. So I make him form square, but he turns around. He probably wouldn't be able to form square anyways, but he had more morale. He turns around and instead goes for these guys. Probably because they had a small morale. So they were easier targets. Still sucks. We got fucked there. These guys, sacrificial. But they did well, I feel like, for being sacrificial. I don't feel like this was a mistake. Right? Charging these 2 guards up, I don't think was a mistake. Because he has 4 rifles and artillery. We knock all of it out. We lose both of... Well, we lose one of them, and the other one we lose temporarily. But we stop his artillery from firing at all my guards at close range for a very long time. Because they would have been sitting there for a very long time shooting at me. And maybe didn't need to move these guys over. That might be the biggest problem. These guys were probably a mistake. These guys should have stood and just shot at the rifles, because the rifles aren't in cover, so we probably would have been perfectly fine just sitting there shooting. So yeah, these guys should not have charged across. This guy, however, was not a mistake. I think it was worth, temporarily, by the way, losing this guardsman to knock out his artillery for a little while and knock out the rifles while we finish off his infantry here. Because by the time this artillery comes back, the infantry battle here is done and we move across again and finish it off permanently. Your mistake is your setup, although that might be trash. I've won, by the way. I'm just analysing the mistakes I made during it. Using guards as cannon fodder is a choice. Yeah, but I'm not using them as cannon fodder. I'm using them... Like, what would be using them as cannon fodder is if I let cannons just sit there and shoot at them. That would be cannon fodder. I think charging them across wasn't, because they're the only ones who could have done it. If I'd had guards or infantry here, they would have broken before they got across. But guards, I think the guards were very well suited to this task. They had the morale to go across and knock out these rifles and artillery so they couldn't shoot at me close range. Like, you have to remember, we have guards here that are inside the closest shrapnel shot range. Like, what was my alternative here? My alternative... Because my alternative is not to move these guys left, because they don't fit here. I'm just stacking on top of each other. The alternative would have been to retreat them back. So I would have retreated them back to where they're doing nothing. We retreat them back, they're doing nothing, and then artillery here is going to sit here and just kill this guardsman entirely. I 100% think this was worth it. Because now we lose a guard, because so the result would have been, we lose a guardsman no matter what. Either we lose this guard or we lose this guard. I chose to lose this guard, but also knock out his artillery so it doesn't keep doing damage. 100% worth if you ask me. This guard, on the other hand, not worth. This guard, great mistake moving him across. This was wasteful. Very much wasteful. He lost for no reason. He's dead for no reason. But now, look, the artillery's knocked out, we win the infantry fighter, and then we can turn this infantry around and finish off the artillery for good, without them being able to shoot it much more. He charges across with these guys, which hurts. These guys come back while they're in the river still, which is funny. They just get fucked again. But they do still come back, because they have so much morale, so they come back again. 100% worth. Their guards, they're worth 2 lines. Now, by price, they're a bit less than 1.5. Yeah, no, they're... Okay, fine, for the position, but you should try to create better positions for yourself. Uh-huh. I think I made a pretty good position for myself, I'm not gonna lie. I captured the majority of the victory points, I blocked half his army from getting across the river. It forced him to make a very disastrous cavalry charge, which stopped me from getting, like, the cavalry charge. I just want to point out, this beginning situation, this was probably the best he could have used his cavalry with, considering the current position. He charges across, he stops me from completely fucking him up here, because I would have. He stops his position because he's scared of me having taken this hill. He doesn't want to cut across. My artillery is almost in position to start bombarding him in close range, and my infantry would have come up and stopped them as well. The best he could do is move his cavalry across, because my artillery is out of position and he stops me from completely taking the position. However, with that said, this exchange goes worse for him than for me. All of these heavy cavalry gets fucked. And all they do is temporarily knock out my artillery. I don't even think they permanently kill any artillery. There's some guards that push it across later that kills some artillery. I don't think they kill any artillery permanently. They just knock them out temporarily. But he loses all of his heavy cavalry from this. All of them gets destroyed. These guys get to do a little bit more damage before they too rout very shortly afterwards. So 100%, you guys can say what you want. I think my initial strategy of charging this cavalry up, aggressively moving up in this flank, secured me all of these victory points throughout the entirety of the match, and forced him to he was in a dilemma. Either stay on this side of the river, let me position myself properly, and then just bombard him to death, or do a desperate charge across the river, do more damage than you would have if you remained on the other side, but lose all your cavalry anyways. You guys can say I put myself in a bad position. I completely disagree. Maybe I could have done better, but I think this was overall really good. Now, if this had been a pro I was playing against, he probably wouldn't have stopped at my cavalry coming up here, right? My cavalry moving up here, he probably wouldn't have stopped these Grens, right? He probably would have stayed in column and just moved them across this river and, like, completely ignored the fact that my cavalry had moved up to this river, right? Because he probably would have seen that this is a bad position to be stuck behind this river. But this guy didn't do that. He does it later because he's able to now because his cavalry stopped me from seizing the hill that I wanted. Or seizing the positioning I wanted. But he still ends up losing all of his fucking heavy cavalry from this. Want to play 1v1 combat? As I said to Vinny earlier, we're done for today. I have early morning shift. I was actually supposed to be done for 40 minutes ago, but... Also, it's been confirmed there are at least 4 players on red instant surrendering to give 3 wins to blue. Only names I can remember is Blue Republic Spy and guy placing a concealed using his name. Oh, that's boring. Why are they doing that? Why are they ruining the fun? Bro, it's like 2 nations in a War of Dots game where players are just playing against each other. Why are they taking it so seriously that they're choosing the other country to just spend their day insta-losing fights? Right? Trolls and shit? Yeah, but is that fun? Are they enjoying... Like, they're wasting their real-world hours just joining the opposite side that they like in a Dots game and just, like, surrendering. Surrender and surrender. They're spending their real-world hours doing this. Is that fun? I don't know. Macro, as I guess, but you split your army on a river and failed to use your elements together. I intentionally split my army. I don't think that was a mistake either, by the way, brother. Looking at the victory points, most of the victory points are on this side of the river. And I put these guys here to block this victory point. All he can get from this victory point is 3. I put these here, very easy to be able to retreat. These were just meant to be a delaying action. He never even goes for this, so I could easily retreat them at the other point. I only split a small portion of my army. Like, I don't... This is 80% of my army is in one point focused, killing his stuff. He is the one who split his army. This is like half his army on this side of the river. Well, the other half is here. I've got 80% here. While I only have a small contingent here. Now, this small contingent does get fucking destroyed. They get absolutely fucked. But they get fucked because I misplay like mad on this side. Because he doesn't even send that much. He sends 3 Grens and a couple of militia. Had I played better, I probably could have like at least made this an even fight. But I get destroyed because I misplay like crazy on this side. Also, VPs do not matter. They matter a lot by the end. Not right in the beginning. But by the end, they matter a lot. I said this at the start of this match as well, but this is a conclusion I made before. During the first part of the match, stars don't matter. They do fuck all. Unless you can take all of them, which you're never going to be able to. If you can take all of the stars in the beginning of the match, then you're going to win no matter what, so it doesn't matter. But as the battle progresses, they become more and more important. They don't. No, they do. Because they start doing org damage, bro. If you own most of the stars by the time a lot of casualties have happened, they start taking passive org damage. Because this victory bar, the more casualties are on the field, the more the stars begins to matter. The more they weigh towards this victory bar. And if he loses too much of that victory bar, he starts taking passive damage. He just starts ticking away his org throughout the match. So no, towards the halfway point and towards the end of the match, like the longer the match progresses, the more important the stars become. So right now they don't matter, but if we fight on this river, I block him from crossing. He's going to want to cross eventually because most of the stars on this side. If I block him from crossing and do a lot of damage here, he gets fucked. So no, I don't think positioning was bad at all by me pushing up here. Yes, true, but you overestimate how important they are. I don't think I overestimate at all. In the beginning, they're essentially irrelevant, but as the battle progresses, they become more and more important. And towards the end of the match, they can do everything from like 7 to 30% org damage. Just don't reorg. Just not reorging? I'm pretty sure it does passive org damage. That's what it says, at least, on it. So they do become a matter, like, point is, towards the end of the match, you want to take these stars. So if I have a strong position, blocking him from crossing and taking the stars to begin with, like, if I am in a position where I own most of the stars towards the end of the match, that's just an easy W that I don't have to sacrifice much for. They don't do org damage. They don't, he says. He's very much determined on this. Can we still see it on replay? Oh, it's just regain. You're right. Unit org regain minus 12%. Yes, true. They don't. Still, this is good. True, it's not as good as if it actually did passive damage, but that is still good. And by the end of the match, you need most of them to win anyways. I think it's an older version. They did deal damage. Yeah, so the new update means they don't do damage anymore. Okay, this is my first match with the new update. I didn't realize they changed that. I remember seeing the stars refill ammo. I don't know about that, if that's true or not. Back then. Okay, so for this match, it didn't actually matter as much. I remember seeing an artillery unit get nuked from full org. This was way back then, really? When I played previously, it didn't matter? Are you guys sure? Am I that dyslexic? Did I never see the third word of the sentence? They changed that a long time ago. Okay. Did someone tell me that then? Why did I? Because I swear it used to do org damage. Just full on. Either way, you still need them to win by the end. But yeah, no, stars. 100% by at least the first half of the match, stars don't matter. But if it's just org regain, then yeah, it doesn't matter as much as I thought it did. But it still does matter by the end. You still need them to win. Yeah, I've been playing for 2 years. I know. Okay. Well, you say you know. You keep saying stuff in this, and then I explain something, and they're like, oh, okay, then fair enough. So this is the first time where, like, I've completely backed down. Everything else we've talked about up until this point, from my positioning to the river, to all of this stuff, to the, I don't know if you were here earlier shouting at me about the stamina, which also proved to not be that big of a deal as people were fucking making it out to be. Oh! Before stars were added, the only way to win was literally to rout every enemy unit for have them withdraw. Yeah. That must have been fucking awful. Christ. But yeah, no. I think... When did I pause the music? We've been paused for a while now. I was supposed to end for like almost an hour ago, so I need to end in soon, but... You did not back off on the position? You don't think me, like... You don't think I outpositioned this guy crazily? I mean, they withdrew like 80% of the time. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you wouldn't sit and wait until every... I personally think I outpositioned this guy like mad. I think you're... Like what you said earlier, that I split my army was a big mistake. I think you're 100% wrong there. I had like 10 to 20% of my army split away as a small force that did get destroyed, but then I had 80% of my army completely annihilating half of his army. I think I definitely fucking positioned this guy. You did, but you over-committed by splitting your force on the river. You over-committed by splitting your force on the river. So you think I should have half my army here in this mud, fighting here? You think that would have been better? Meeting half of his army that he ends up having here, that ends up being completely useless for most of the match because I never meet him here. You think that would have been better? To have half my army here to meet him in this mud? I disagree like mad. I don't see any strategic value of meeting him here. It's not for the stars, because there's only 2 here, and you also don't like the stars. So I don't see why in hell I should have half my army over here. That seems like a massive misplay. Especially if the stars don't matter. If the stars don't matter, I feel like you should always just have like your whole fucking army like BAM! No, have 90% of your force where you attack and have 10%. So you agree with me having the majority. You just think I should have had 2 or 3 less infantry here. You think I should have like 2 or 3 of these infantries moved over here and then 1 cannon moved over here. That's your big gripe that you're having with me right now. Is that I should just have moved a couple of these units. Because I'm willing to agree with that. I'm willing to say, yeah, sure, maybe, like, I didn't need, what is this, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, I don't even count these guys, because these guys I kept only here to lock him from moving using this bridge and from taking this star. Because originally, I didn't actually even intend to move those units there, by the way. These units were originally going to move up to line up along this river along with the rest. But I saw this cavalry force here, right? I saw this massive heavy cavalry force. That's the reason I moved these 3 across the river. You see, I make the change here. When I spot that horses, that's when I make the change. And I move them across the river to block the bridge and to block this star. Even though cavalry can't take star, but it was just to, like, do a token resistance. And then my plan was to then just put them back across the river again. If he ended up moving a lot on this side. So I don't think these guys are out of position. I probably could have engaged them much earlier than I did, but I felt like they were good as a threatening force there, because he ends up having a lot of units over here, not really committing, just standing here for a very long time. I think using line to fire and advance is better at removing skirms than meleeing them. That might be true. I don't know how that works. Because like here I charged them straight up. I didn't know what to do when they reached this forest before me. So I just fucking yeet. I use this chiller to shoot close range at this guy, and then I yeet these guys up. But you might be completely right there. Yeah, we learned a lot from this match. Because line can wipe them in like 1 to 2 turn points blank, but melee takes forever. How close did we get? We didn't get that close. Because I kind of try here for a little bit until I turn him around. He loses some morale, but then he's essentially... He's regaining quicker than he's losing almost. But then I turn to fight these guys, and we only ever got to 2 bars. We didn't get proper close range. So proper close range might have made an insane difference. I listen to Ronan lost to Axel. I don't know who Axel is, so that means nothing to me. Yeah, 100% goated move with these guards. Because he's focus firing the Grens, was he? When he's advancing, is he not shooting at these? No, he's shooting at these guys. Yeah, no, he's shooting at these guys. What are you talking about? Now he changes. Like I said, this is when he changes. I didn't say he shot at. Like, this is when he changes to the Gren. But I'm watching, like, from here. Let's catch before he shoots that first volley. 658. From here until here. 654, and he did 7 morale damage. I believe you guys when you say they're probably better, but they must just get much closer. The first 2 ticks of range did nothing. But maybe the next 2 do absolutely insane damage. It's not even in range then. Bro, are you talking out of your ass? You see them shoot. Are you high? Like, from this point onwards, he shoots at the skirmishes. Boom. He's perfectly in range. He's shooting. Boom. Shoots again. He's still shooting. Up until he just gets shy of the actual 2 closest ranges. Before he turns. Now he turns to the Gren. Effective range, sorry, yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I'm saying this. I'm saying he's not in effective range. I've been saying this the whole time. I said he never reaches the final 2 spots. So that's what I'm saying. But he's an asshole, so everyone likes to clown on him. Okay, I believe he's top 100. He's an asshole, so everyone likes to clown on him. Nice, okay. How you doing, IP? Sadly, you're reaching the end of the stream, but yeah. No, I agree. I agree with you. Am I the only one watching Twitch? 100%. I agree with you when you're saying that, like, the effective range. But first you were saying it's because he's focusing the Gren, which I completely disagree with. He shoots the guy the whole way and he does 8 orc damage. But I fully agree with you that he doesn't reach the actual, like, closest ranges, and that might be why. But the first 2 range slots, whatever, only does 8 orc damage. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, hidden stats I don't know about. Oh yeah, and this still is still upsetting. For having been whole match been screamed at about how important stamina is, and then bam. So don't take me wrong. Before you start saying, oh, it's because he's less orgo, it's because of courier, blah, blah. I know these things. Don't chill. I'm just saying, you have to take into context. I was being screamed at. I wasn't. I'm overreacting, but I was being told constantly about the importance of stamina, as if it's like the fucking beyond end all. And they have a guy with like fucking twice the amount of stamina get absolutely fucking annihilated at a factor of 15. It's insane. That was me being this is that's what I meant at the start. Wait, you saying he's targeting the Gren is you being dyslexic and not you just saying something wrong? That's what I meant from the start, but me being dyslexic. Oh, you're talking about the ranges. You're talking about ranges, aren't you? Alright. Nah, but overall, I think I did pretty good. I completely messed up the right. Like, honestly, I think the only... Like, you guys are going to shout at me. I think the only way I could have made this positioning even better if I just ran my infantry from the beginning. At least for a little bit so that he could have kept up with the artillery. Had I done that... Though I'm not sure if that actually would have made it better. Because then they would have been lower. But it's like... I definitely don't think the strategy here would have been to go slow up here and let him cross with his whole army. I definitely think what I did here, stopping him from crossing for like forever, forcing him to make this disastrous move of his cavalry. I think this was definitely worth it. Ooh, what happened there? Hold up. More morale. Slightly more stamina. Yes, crazy charge. I guess it's because he's been charging for a very long time now. He has much more penetration and resist. And he hits the flank, I guess. That counts as a flanking hit. That is nice. Do you guys think this charge was worth on his part? Before I say anything, I want to hear what you guys say. He ends up charging with his guards. Loses half the health of the guard, but he knocks out this artillery. Knocks out this artillery. And because I never really react to it, he ends up killing it. And by the time I finally react, he's regained enough to... And then he ends up killing both. He ultimately routs. But before I say anything, I want to hear you guys. Do you guys think this was worth? Elijah says it was worth. What do the rest of you think? You think it was worth? Did moving the second artist stop it from shooting? He was moving on a fire in advance order, but I think there's something about that I don't understand. I think when you tell a cannon to fire in advance, they don't fire as much. They move, fire, I think. I think someone was trying to explain that to me when I first started this game, that the 12-pounders are a little bit bad at that. Because I tell him to fire in advance. So he fires there, but he, like... No, it was bad. The 12 seconds just didn't do the job because you limbered the RT. He routed two 12-pounders. Fire in advance for gun only does 20% damage of the total damage of the gun. Yeah, because I've been getting conflicting reports about the firing. Like, to me personally, I feel like firing and advancing the artillery is bad. But I kept getting told by people that, no, it's perfectly fine. There's no, like, it's just good. It just means you're shooting just as effectively, but you're moving at the same time. And then some people tried to tell me, no, that depends on the cannon. Some cannons can do it and fire at the same effectiveness, while other cannons cannot. So I've been getting conflicting messages. Like, I could personally feel like cannons firing and advancing is bad. I feel like it's better to just charge them into a position you want and then shoot and stand still. That's what but that's the feeling I've been getting from playing like 12 matches. I believe they currently do basically the same damage, whether firing, advancing or not. I remember someone in playtesting complaining about that. Okay. But you say so Elijah says it was good, but Lines of Battle is Awesome says it was good. No, it says it was bad, sorry. Elijah says it was good, Lines of Battle says it was bad. You don't think it was worth taking out two 12-pounders permanently for the sacrifice of a guard temporarily? I think he comes back eventually. Or do I get to finish him off? No, I finish him off, I think. Oh no, I retreat this guy. So does he come back? No, he never comes back. He dies. He never comes back. So it's two 12-pounders. Taking into considering the positioning we're in right now, where he's on this side of the river, he takes out two 12-pounders at the sacrifice of his own. The alternative being, he's standing on this side of the river and I shoot at him for a while with these 12-pounders while I'm still winning on this left side. No, it's just a better player would have prevented that from happening. It's easy to say. Oh, no, the real answer is I just wouldn't be in that position to begin with. I would just be that good that I'm just like that. That's a pussy answer, okay, bro? That's a pussy answer. Don't give answers like that. That's a pussy answer. You answer based on the situation as it is in front of you. You don't say, actually, I would have just already been behind him, and then I would have done like a 360, and I would actually have my cavalry going over there. Like, ignore that shit. Who cares? Pussy answer. That artillery would have just destroyed him from long range. It only works because it's a silver game. Nah, you shit. Nah, you're pussy. That's what I'm hearing here. Like, half of the shit you've been saying through this game, you've been wrong about, and I've had to recede, okay? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, bitch. I think his point is that the charge would not have worked if you kept the RT still. I didn't keep it though, it died, no? This is a gold 1. Yeah, it's true, it's a gold 1 game, get wrecked. Okay, but I'm plat 3. I'm plat 3. By the time we have been in this part of the game, I would already, like the artillery would be dead already, my cavalry would be, like, over here, and I would, like, you know what, I would actually have been dead, like... Shut the fuck up, pussy. Answer the hypothetical. I think you're points for the charge still. So my opinion, based on the actual situation and not pretending that I just would just do the things differently, I think actually I don't know, because I'm trying to think from two factors. Do I think the trade is good? I think the trade is questionable. A guards for 2 12-pounders. I think that's probably worth, to be honest. Especially 2 12-pounders that otherwise are just going to be fucking bombarding you anyways and hurting you for a while now. I think that's personally is worth. Especially when he has an army that's very heavily focused, like, on his elites and stuff. However, I think, like, in this position, I would never have dared to do this charge. Never. I would never have done it. Looking at this position, I would never have done this. Because I would have assumed that this guard is going to die. Right? Like, I would have assumed charging across this, he would just die. That's how you improve, okay? No, it's not even. You like, do you think when you present chess people, have you seen this? Like, chess pros are presented with a position. And then they're asked, what's the best move here? Or what do you do here? Do you think that they answer with, well, actually, I wouldn't even be in this position. I would have made it so that it never happened to begin with. No, they analyze the position as it's presented. And then they give you the answer of how they would go about it in that position. They don't just go like, no, actually, the position you're giving me is, like, bad. I would never end up like this. Like, that's not how you improve. Answer the hypothetical, bitch. Why are you being such a pussy? Just answer. Why are you so scared of giving an opinion on this? Over the water, uphill into 2, Artius Wilds. Yeah, no, like, as I said, I don't think I ever would. I don't think I would do this charge. But, like, I wouldn't stay here either. Because these 2 12-pounders are gonna, like, fucking destroy compared to this 1 8-pounder. Like, these guys are in just such a bad position. There's nothing good they can do here. So I would 100% not remain here. I would definitely move out of this position. But I would never dare charging. However, because I never actually react to it with my infantry, I just kind of leave it to happen. Because at this point, I'm hoping that he will die before he reaches. And I think he would have if this artillery wasn't moving. Because it does seem like he stops shooting because of fire. Because, like, at this point, he's shooting perfectly fine, right? Like, I turn him around. And he's firing, but then he stops. And now, they're both just shooting efficiently and nice. Then I start adjusting and moving him. He's on a fire and advance order right now. And he stops shooting for a very long time. Even though he's still in his cone. And now he starts shooting again. But he's shooting the artillery. He's not even shooting the guards, I think. Yeah, he's shooting these guards, actually. That is wild. So I think if I hadn't moved, if I hadn't fire and advanced, and just kept him shooting, he would have died. And at this point, when he succeeds with this, what I'm thinking at this point is, because I still don't want to, like, turn this around. Like, objectively now, at this point, it would have been better to turn this guy around to shoot here. Turn, fire, and advance back, right? That would have been the better choice here. Because what I ultimately do with this guy is throw him away for fucking shit and nothing, right? So, anything else would have been better with this guy. But I don't. Because at this point, I don't know how well artillery does in melee. I know they're dog water. I know they will just die. But I see how low his morale is, right? 30. What I'm hoping at this point is that when if he charges these guys into melee, that they will be able to do 30 morale damage, right? So I'm kind of letting it happen to see how it works if, like, artillery does any damage at all. What we learn is, no, they don't. They do fuck all damage in return. In fact, he heals while he's fighting here. I'm pretty sure they do 0 melee damage. So objectively, in hindsight, it was the worst decision ever. But I let it happen to test to see. And at this point, I'm committing these guys to a very bad plan. And I move these guys forward. Eventually, I turn this guy around. But I don't even think I do it on the next turn. I actually think I let a whole other turn go by before I turn him now. Yeah, I let a whole other turn go by. Oh, no, I do turn him. I do turn him on this turn. He just takes a while doing it. So, yeah. So, I let them first charge to see how the orc damage did. And then I turn an infantry here around to move. But at this point, it's too late, so he ends up taking the other one out as well. I thought infantry was moved to FF, or is that only in FF? I don't know what FF is. To fear skirmishers, fire from the rear can be powerful. I think only infantry, though I think it still blocks infantry fire. I believe you that skirmisher fire from the rear would have been bad. But what other alternative do I have here with this guy? Here again, I bet you lines of battle is awesome. It's going to be like, I just wouldn't be in this position. But considering this position that these guys are in right now, I make the wrong choice. I end up charging across to attack the rifles. But they die and they do knock out one of the rifles. I don't even think they knock out the other one, right? Oh, no, they do. No, they don't, because he charges forward. Yeah, so they knock out one rifle and they get completely annihilated because he moves this guy up. I didn't predict that he would charge this guy up. That's why I charge him up, I think. Like, at this point, I'm thinking he's going to charge up and he's going to kill them and he'll be fine. But what ends up happening is this guy charges up the fucking road and absolutely annihilates him. So it was an absolutely disaster play to do. So, even though the rifles will do a lot of damage in the rear, I think it still would have been much better just turn him around and fire in advance against this guy. It would have been much better play. Don't push under fire over the river. It's just bad. You just got lucky. If I do something good, it's luck. Don't worry. It's luck. Never push across a river. Never. You're doing like the other guys. Never run your infantry. Never run your infantry. Disaster. There's no physical situation where running your infantry can ever do something beneficial. Never do that. Nah, I'm fucking around. People didn't say that, but that's the feeling I'm getting from the way people are talking. But yeah, no. So in this position, it would have been much better to have turned him around. But yeah. So my answer is, had I in his position, I would never... Lines, don't even talk, okay? Your opinion is invalidated because you're too pussy to, like, comment on the situation presented across you, okay? So your opinions are invalidated. You don't know. Like, what I'm getting from this is that you don't know what to do in this position. You're terrified to answer because you feel like you generally don't know. You're like, oh, shit. This is too difficult. Like, what do you do here? Like, you genuinely just... That's what I'm getting from, like, unironically. Now I'm not even trolling. Previously, when I've been talking, I've just been memeing. Now I'm actually getting the, like, thought that you're too afraid to answer this question of what to do in this situation. Like, you're genuinely scared. Other people are answering perfectly fine. What else was there? It's just good. Don't push across river under superior enemy fire. On a plains maps where the rivers are tiny, it can work, but this river is very thick. This river is very thick. That's why I went so aggressive to try to hold him on the wrong side of the river. And it ends up working quite well. Not as well as I dreamed about, but it ends up working quite well. Like here, for example, he's stuck on the wrong side of the river. He doesn't know what to do with this. So he ends up doing a suicidal charge across it. That's the thing as well. That's what I was going to say. I think, ultimately, in this position, he ends up trading well with this. Like, objectively, 2 12-pounders... in this position, where the alternative is what, like charge him up towards this bridge and try to get engaged here with these guys who are gonna like, and you're probably gonna end up being too late. I think objectively he trades really well. In this position, he ends up trading brilliantly. However, I would not have done it. In this position, I would never have dared to charge across the river like this towards artillery that's shooting at me. I think I probably would have like charged these guys up the river, or I would have left the artillery here. I would have stopped running these grens. I don't know why he's charging these grens across. But I would have left this cannon here to keep shooting the infantry. And then I would have moved maybe one of the grens here to just stay as protection in case this infantry charges across. And then I would have like moved these guys up this road. To either start shooting over here, lining up on this side of the river and shooting, or even pushing across because he's already kind of stuck here. I definitely would have charged across, that's for sure. But I think, considering his position, this guardsman ends up doing more than he ever could have. He completely eliminates 2 12-pounders. I think any other move he would have done would never have done so much damage. He traded well, but he got lucky. That wasn't that he wasn't destroyed. Yeah, yeah. He didn't get defeated because me fire and advancing, but this guy stopped him actually just finishing him off for some reason. So I need to learn the fire and advance stuff more for artillery. That's definitely something I need to learn. Man, this still triggers me. Man outdid me. Yeah. Ah. Alright. I was supposed to end stream 70 minutes ago. There we go. Back to the conditioning. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis that we did at the end as well. Because I kind of like doing this. I feel like this is how I learn the most. Like, every big thing I've learned in this game, I've learned in these post-battle analysis where we look at the game in depth and, like, analyze, like, how things went and what I would do in, like, certain situation and how I would do things differently. Like, everything we've learned in this game has been learned from these, like, post-games analysis. Like, because when I'm in the game, I'm doing shit based off stuff I've learned previously, but I don't feel like I'm, like, learning anything actively. I'm just getting shocked. I'm like, wait, what did that happen, you know? And I don't truly, like, grasp what happens. I have to look afterwards. I think based on the viewership, you guys enjoyed it, because I feel like more people were watching during the analysis than during the actual game, which is fun. Yeah, no. I like the post-game analysis, even though it might be boring for the average viewer. That's how you actually improve. Yeah. Wait, hold up. The other gun lost its fire angle because the other gun was in the way. Is that real? It's not because I did the fire in advance, it's because the fire angle was lost? At this point, he stops firing. Sorry, I ended the outro there because I saw something and I needed to know if that's true or not. Are we... I'm not sure if I agree. I'm not saying that you are wrong, because I don't know exactly how the game works. But I'm not sure. Because maybe based on how the game works, that is true. That this... when he turns on an angle like that, that artillery is now too much in the way. But logically, that shouldn't make sense. Probably, maybe both cap locks. Projectiles have a width. Oh man, you're done streaming? You just go for work, and so you were streaming? I'm sorry, brother. Projectiles have a... Yeah, but like... Do I have a ruler? I need to get, like, tools. So right now, his lowest angle is, like, on a parallel with the lowest angle of the middle artillery. Now that we've stopped firing, his lowest angle is parallel to the highest angle of my bottom artillery. So even if the artillery isn't exactly in the way, the other artillery may be in projectile hit zone, so it stops shooting. Yeah, you're a bit late, Istefan. I'm sorry, I'm ending right now. I baited everyone. I trolled everyone, making them think I was ending. And then I fucking came back again. But really? Like, okay. I believe everything fires center to center. Okay. So he's... Is the projectile that width? Really? That feels bullshit. I'm still inclined to believe it has something to do with the fact that I started firing and advancing. That made and then caught him out, but I could be wrong. Because you have to remember. Also, has there been an update that's changed how? Because I swear when I clicked on units to fire, like when you click on a unit to shoot at another unit, they do it even if they have friendly units in front. I swear that's how it used to be. But now it seems like they don't, because I swear I told this guy to shoot at these guys, but the second my infantry here came in the way... What the fuck, hello? What? There's like a Mari Hans... No, Mari Hans, hello? Like fucking Daddy Longlegs or whatever. There's also a fly there. What the fuck? Do I have a window open? Oh, I do. And, you know, it's no longer sunny. So my big-ass light is attracting the flies from the outside. Fuck. Alright. Anyways. Is a straight line with some girth. God, don't remind me of the RT fort, lol. Friendly fire can't be performed deliberately anymore. Okay, so they've stopped that. That makes sense. Because I was observing that a couple of times in the fight where, like, I couldn't do friendly fire, which was triggering me, because sometimes I was like, come on, please, it will damage him more than it damages me. Please do it. But alright. Anyways, sorry. No more baiting. Back to the end music. Thank you guys for watching. To answer, I've seen a couple of times you guys asking about the next stream. The next stream will be tomorrow. However, it won't be Lines of Battle. I'm sorry. I wish to end my Gondor campaign. My Medieval 2 Gondor campaign. I wish to get it finished as quickly as possible, so that if it ends up being a really good story, which so far has been alright, and I think it will be a lot better story, especially with a Vinny's unit, it will be cool to see how his story progresses, because if it becomes a good story, I would like to make a video of it in future. So I would like to get that campaign wrapped up. So I'm hoping, I'm going to be streaming a lot this week. I'm going to be streaming essentially every day, hopefully. But I'm going to be focusing on the Medieval 2 Lord of the Rings campaign as Gondor to try and wrap that up as quickly as possible. But I was supposed to do that today, but I streamed Lines of Battle because I promised I would stream Lines of Battle today. Having of Ascilius shall vanquish Mordor, indeed, indeed, indeed. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys had a good time. Thank you guys for chilling with me. It was fun. Especially the after game, like, analysis was a lot of fun. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.